Hey, good afternoon and welcome to Jackson Day 2023. I'm Harry Ferrone.
I'm Brian Martingano, and real quick, we're going to throw you over to the stage, and we'll talk to you guys again in a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, put your hands together for the Shakes.
Hey, welcome back from that wonderful opening there by Mike Small. We're right now, we just tuned in for a minute there to listen to the Shakes there, doing a live performance right here at the on the bandstand. Once again, I'm Harry Ferrone.
I'm Brian Martingano, and it's becoming a nicer day. The wind has picked up and died down at times. Sun's finally back out, and of course, we've already made our trips to get ourselves some food to start the day.
We have, absolutely.
I mean, really, it's the only way to start the day.
Right. But let's give them a rundown for the day here. We've got a petting zoo open here today from 1 to 6.
We got the car show that you can vote on.
You could. You vote on your favorite car. That's 1 to 4. 1:15 to whenever. They're going to be here playing all day, the Shakes Band.
Yeah, and then you got ROTC coming to present the flag at 1:45.
That's going to be followed up at 2 o'clock by military parade.
And assuming the weather holds up, there should be 2 helicopter landings, one at 2 o'clock and one at 4:30.
Pretty windy out, so we'll have to see how that one goes. There's also a military flyover of a C-17 at 4:30.
And the Counterfeiters Band is coming at 3 o'clock and staying till 4:30.
And 5 to 7 p.m., we've got NGXB Entertainment, and a pianist and entertainer.
And again, I'm assuming based on the weather, there's a hot air balloon landing at 5:15, as well as motorcycle stunt shows going from 2:30 to 3:15, 4:45 to 5:45, and 6 o'clock to 6:45.
It's a pretty tight day. Lots of vendors here. We'll be getting out and speaking to them in just a bit. Food trucks,
of course, I mean,
which we went out and inspected all of them.
Right,
and,
we really did our research.
We did. We actually came away with a few tasty things. But we also have our the infamous Barry Rosenzweig out there doing interviews for us out in the and around the grounds. So our first interview is with Belle's Apparel, and let's toss it out to Barry Rosenzweig. Barry.
I am very happy and fortunate to be with Jenny Metton and Jenny Metton, mom and daughter, and they are the owners of Belle Apparel and Things. Am I correct?
Yes, you are.
All right. Now, Jenny, where are you located?
In Jackson.
And where?
By West Veterans Highway.
Oh, okay, West Veterans. And tell us about Belle's Apparel and Things.
Well, it's about crafts. I love doing crafts. I named it after my dog, Belle, and we just do it at home.
It's a home-based company. So we just started a couple months ago. Right now we're working on building a website. Right now we have an Instagram where we post all of our products. And right now it's a home base, so we just do what we can, where we can. That's why we're doing here at Jackson Day, to make events and make products that people will love.
Okay. I would love for you to get some things to hold up and show our wonderful viewing audience what kind of items you have. We are at Belle Apparel and Things at their booth right here on Jackson Day. It is a chilly, windy day, but you know what? The warmth of all the people like Jenny Metton and her mom, Jenny Metton, Jenny from Belle's Apparel and Things right here on West Veterans Highway. Show us some of the great things. Explain what they are.
These are called cups, and we put decals on them.
With bamboo lids and straws.
My favorite should be.
Dishwasher safe.
Yeah, at that. Look at that with Snoopy. Oh, the workmanship is beautiful. You do this yourself.
Yes.
Everything is handmade. Everything is handmade, yes.
Wow. This is just beautiful. Show me one more thing
Along with the
before.
pens,
Oh,
all the
got
pens.
that? I'm sorry. Oh, and you make the pens as well. Oh,
Resins.
Glitter pens, yes. A lot of people love them.
that's wonderful. And show us just this
Yes,
real
we make
quick.
These with our heat press. So these are all handmade also with our heat press.
Wow, I love that pumpkin spice and everything nice. It's the right time of year. We've been visiting with Jenny Metton of Belle's Apparel and Things.
All right, thanks, Bear.
Yeah, and the mother-daughter duo starting the business, and I like that it's named after the dog.
I do. I'm a big fan of dogs.
Yeah, big dog guy.
I also like the fact that we've got this home-based business that they're looking to grow, and that it's nice to see the entrepreneurial spirit is alive and well in Jackson.
Yeah, and the creativity to do some of these things, I don't know how you do it. I've never been able to.
Here's what I did learn, that I'm not an artist in any way, shape, or form, but I did learn in the last 2 years that I can in fact paint in the lines.
Oh,
I can paint.
never too late to learn.
I did. I learned that. I learned that doing some work on my Christmas show at my house. My cousin would do the drawings, and he was like, "Well, you're gonna paint them, right?" And I laughed, and I was like, "I don't think so. I'm not artsy like the folks from Belle's here."
Yeah.
But guess what? I can paint between the lines.
It's
Go
fun.
figure. Yeah. And good luck to them today as they share in some of the things that they're creating at their place. And we're just about ready to kick it off to our next location. Where are we going to?
We're going to on-the-go travel. Would love to go on a vacation.
On-the-go travel.
Somewhere a little bit warmer than this would be preferred.
Listen, I think a lot of folks don't realize how important a good travel agent can be at this point. Folks have been used to, I would say in the last 10 years, kind of booking their own trips and doing their own thing, but when you have experts that can not only kind of know all the pitfalls of a particular vacation you might be making, then they can really help make your vacation a more pleasing experience.
And even find out where you want to go. But now it's the professionals that know what they're talking about. Here's Barry with On the Go Travel.
We are with On the Go Travel. On the Go Travel with the owner of that wonderful business right here in Jackson, Anthony Serrano. How are you, Anthony?
I am fine. Thank you for being here.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Thank you for coming to Jackson Day. Oh, and by the way, we don't want to forget your granddaughter, Maddie. How are you, Maddie?
Good.
All right, what grade are you in?
Second.
You're almost as high as I am. I'm in 4th grade. Well, I was a long time ago. Anyway, On the Go Travel. Now, congratulations. Good grade. And On the Go Travel, tell us about any specialties that you have with On the Go Travel.
Well, I specialize in cruises. Cruises have come back so strong. People love to cruise. It's not just for young, it's for all families, multi-generational, groups, individual, whether it be an ocean cruise or a river cruise. There's a lot to offer on the cruise ships. There's a lot of fun. There's things for the kids to do as well as areas for the adults to do. And right here in New Jersey, out of Cape Liberty, which is Bayonne, you have 2 great cruise lines, Royal Caribbean and Celebrity, and Royal Caribbean sails all year round, and they're a great cruise line, but I do all the cruise lines. But if you want to leave from New Jersey, those are 2, but there's other ones that I also recommend. Norwegian Cruise Line, I also recommend Carnival, and of course Princess as well. So if you're interested in cruises or any other type travel, all-inclusive type travel, whether you want to go to the Caribbean, you want to go to Alaska, you want to do Europe, or you want to do just something small, let me know. I'm here. You'll be talking to me and just myself. And again, I'm a local Jackson owner right now, and hope that you are interested in giving me a call. Thank you very much.
Well, we thank you, Maddie. Come back. I'm sorry. My hand was in front of poor Maddie. But thank you, Anthony. On the Go Travel, right here in Jackson. What's your address?
I am 28 Portobello Road, and I'm in the actual Winding Ways, which is not far from where we are right now. So I'm local. I could either come to you, or you could want to come to me, or if you want to just do a phone call and get the ball rolling to something that you're interested in, give me a call. My cell phone is right on there, and I'll be more than happy to talk to anybody doing travel in the near future or in the far future. Cruises I'm doing right now to 20 to 25, so if you want to book something further out, if you want to get a good deal, or if you're interested in something that you want to wait a while, that's great as well. So we could do all.
Excellent. Get over to On the Go Travel. I'll tell you, it's chilly out here today. It's a good chance to get out of town and get to the warmth. Oh, Caribbean, here we come. Thank you so much, Anthony Serino, On the Go Travel, and Maddie, his granddaughter.
Yeah, I could use that vacation.
I'll tell you what, like we were talking beforehand about the importance of, having a travel agent that you can trust. When you end up doing your own travel arrangements, you're really at the mercy of what you find online and how reliable is the information.
Right, now, question. I've never been a cruise guy.
Okay, I saw you write that note down.
Okay.
Here's the deal. Have you been on a cruise?
No.
All right. The truth about the cruise is, for folks, first of all, I've been on 3 Disney cruises.
Okay.
All right, so, they are like top of the line.
Right.
Disney does everything 100%. So cruises, for us, are a lot of fun. First of all, the food, amazing. Every time you turn a corner, there's more food.
Of course. I mean,
so
okay,
you
sold me already.
You need to train before you go. You need to train. Because guaranteed, I don't know anyone that's been on a cruise that didn't gain 5 to 8 pounds on their cruise.
And if you do, you did it wrong.
You did it wrong. You absolutely did it wrong. It's excursions to islands. We like going to the Caribbean and kind of Castaway Cay, which is Disney's own little private island. The shows on board blow your mind. It's like
and then
being
now
on
they have
Broadway.
lots of roller coasters and the big water slides.
Oh, some of these cruise ships are crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me, I would say cruises are a good fit for me, and I think a lot of people will realize too that it's a good fit for them. But like the folks at On the Go said, I mean, there are a lot of different types of trips. I mean, the cruise lines are all back. I'm seeing like travel in Europe is opened up as well. And if I suppose if I was going to plan a big European trip, I think I would absolutely feel more comfortable dealing with an established
that's the big
agent to help guide me through that process, because that could obviously be a whole lot trickier than a trip down.
Oh, and if you're spending all that
Disneyland.
money to go there anyway,
You want to make sure you have a good time.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Once in a lifetime.
So also love the fact that they will not only they'll call you, they'll come out to your house to talk to you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's great. It's like having your own concierge,
I mean, it's perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. Planning a vacation is an important thing. And, when we look at, our last vacation, we tend to Disney it up quite a bit.
Right.
And it's always a good time out there for sure. But
where it's 83 and cloudy.
It's 83 in Florida,
oh, yeah.
naturally.
Our
good friend and former student, Jeff Bamber, called in this morning while we were setting up and saw me dressed like this. And he was wearing a T-shirt. He lives in Orlando. And it was 75 when we talked, going up to 84. So as we head into the winter, more and more folks are going to be looking for those escapes. Yeah. All right.
And now we'll send it over to Barry again with the Jackson Church.
I am pleased to be with Jessica Short. And Jessica is a representative of and is going to speak to us about the Jackson Church and about the many activities that they are involved with. We're going to find out. All right, Jessica Short, hi.
Hi, nice to see you.
It's nice to see you too. And when the sun comes out, by the way, it's like 10 degrees warmer.
I can imagine. It's a little
So,
chilly here today.
A little chilly, but never at Jackson Church.
Never.
There's always the warmth of faith and love and caring and religion. How beautiful.
It's wonderful.
Tell us about Jackson Church.
Okay, we have a lot going on at Jackson Church. We every Sunday we have our contemporary service at 10:30 on Sundays. But we have lots of ministries going on. One of them being our Jackson Art Ministries, which they are doing our Sound of Music play this year in December 2nd and 3rd. We have lots of other activities going on, from our coat drive. From now until October 27th, we're collecting new and slightly used coats.
Wonderful. That's wonderful.
Great, yeah. We also have a lot of other things going on. Operation Christmas Child, which we pack shoe boxes with lots of presents that go around the world to kids that might not be getting presents, and they get a little bit of information about faith, about Jesus in those boxes. So on November 11th at 6:30, we will have a packing party at our church, and we invite everyone. It's a great time to come together, and the kids get to pack boxes. Everyone gets to pack boxes, and they go and get sent around the world. So they're really great. We also have our Living Nativity, which is wonderful, and that's put on by our group called Christian Friends Forever, which is our members of our church that may have disabilities, things like that. They are a part of a wonderful, wonderful group called Christian Friends Forever. And they put on a Living Nativity, and that's going to be December 9th, and that's right outside of our church, where we even have live animals and all of that. And they put on the story of Jesus. And then we have our Christmas Eve services on December 24th, so check out our website at jackson.church for all of our events.
And what is your exact location here in Jackson?
We are at 68 Bennett's Mills Road. We are the odd-shaped church that actually looks like that building right there.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yes, that's us.
I recognize it. Yeah.
That's us, yep.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for visiting our table.
We have been visiting with Jessica Short of the Jackson Church, the unusual shaped church. And we got to show you that real quick, and then we'll let you go. Yeah, there it is. That is so cool. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Bear. That's great. I love the architecture on that too. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's interesting. I've driven past it a lot of times. Don't know if I ever knew it was a church.
Yeah, I mean, who knew?
Yeah,
You know, I love the fact that the churches are so involved, especially Jackson Church, so involved in trying to get kids involved in programs that help others.
Right, and you know, the toy drives, giving toys to kids around the world. Coat drive, they said going on until October 27th. So
I think sometimes people forget that there are people out there in need, and that so many of these good organizations, churches and synagogues that really reach out to help others.
And that coat that you've had in your closet for 5 years, someone could use.
Absolutely, yeah. You got a couple in there right now.
Just like your beanie.
Yeah.
We're gonna donate that?
We're gonna toss it over to the band here for a couple minutes so you guys can enjoy some music. We'll be back in just a minute.
You rescued me for reaching for the bottom. It brought me back from too far gone. You're a spoon, Tennessee whiskey. You're a spoon, strawberry wine. You're a spoon, a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. I look for love in all the same old places. Down the bottom of a bottle's old
All right, more great music there.
Yeah, this should keep going all day. Have plenty of entertainment.
Time for us to toss it on over to Barry Rosenzweig, who is with Savvy for Soaps. What do you think that one's about?
Soaps. That'd be my wild guess. Shot in the dark.
I bet they're like high tech,
Yeah.
crazy flavored soaps.
Flavored?
I think they're gonna have. I'm gonna put that in quotes for you. Flavors, right?
Flavors.
Yeah. It's gonna be like cucumber. Maybe like a cucumber lilac scented soaps.
Okay.
That's gonna be my guess.
Okay.
My
Yeah,
personal guess.
No, I believe it.
Who doesn't love a good homemade soap? Which reminds me, I like those little, have you tried those little bath bombs?
No.
Okay, so these
Not
are pretty cool. I tried one.
What? Okay.
You drop they're little balls.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
drop them in the water, and it bubbles up and makes some crazy colors. It's pretty nuts.
So, an adult bubble bath.
All right, why don't we see? Maybe they've got some of those too. Just check in with Barry, who's with Savvy Soaps.
All right, everybody, it's time to come clean with Savvy Fit Soaps. Savvy Fit Soaps. And again, this is one of our local businesses. I am with Glenn Askoff, who is the dad of the founder of Savvy Fit Soaps, Tom Askoff. Glenn, a pleasure to meet you.
You too, Barry. Thank you for having us here today.
Oh, this is wonderful that you've come out today. Jackson Day is just an enormous day for the whole township of Jackson. And you're being a part of it is just fabulous. You're a Jackson business, right?
We're actually out of Forked River.
Oh, Forked River, right nearby.
Yes, we're not far. We're in Ocean County.
Oh, okay. No, that's good.
Yep.
And your business actually was started by your son, Tom.
Yes.
And tell us about Savvy Fit Soaps.
Well, Savvy Fit Soaps, we have 11 varieties of soaps alone. All of them are made with essential oils, plant-based creams and butters, and exfoliants. There's a very, very little amount of natural soaps that can say they're vegan or plant-based. They're one and the same, basically, because most of them use goat's milk. We do not. My son was vegan and natural and organic 11 years ago when he started this, shall I say, because he was looking at the ingredients on the soap they just bought in a supermarket and said, no, we can't do this anymore. So he decided to start a business.
So this is like naturally hypoallergenic. It's safe for people that might be allergic to ingredients in regular soap that are more caustic.
I would like to think so, because there's no chemicals in it. There's nothing that's not able to be into your body naturally.
Wow.
So that would help.
That's wonderful. So it's a very safe and natural product.
Yes, it is.
And you've got 11 choices?
11 cents on the soap, and then we also have other products, the candles and the deodorant, which is safe. It's got magnesium instead of aluminum in our deodorant, so you don't have to worry about lymph node implications.
Terrific. Savvy Fit Soaps. And again, you're out of
Forked River.
Forked River. And give us your phone number so we can tell everybody. Do you have it right here? Let's get that phone number for Savvy Fit Soaps. Go ahead.
Our number is 877-475-9642.
One more time.
877-475-9642.
Savvy. Yeah.
He's got his whole story in here about why. Yeah.
Well, I love the fact that he started it because he wanted a safe product and something very natural. So thank you and good luck with the business, and your son Tom, congratulate him from all of us here on Jackson Day. And Glenn Askoff, a pleasure meeting you. Take care. Savvy Fit Soaps.
We can do you one better. He has his own website, Savvy Fit Soaps, and I'm looking, there are some of those interesting flavors. You got it. Lemon and rosemary, oatmeal and mint.
Listen, there are all kinds of good-looking types of, I don't want to use the word flavor, but I think you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And again, they're all natural, which is kind of great. It's good for everybody. Interesting story too, like which I always like this about folks that are starting businesses. It's such a risk to always start a new business.
Right.
You look at something and say, I think there's a need here.
Well,
I think people would pay for it.
I like that his son did it for a need for himself. He needed one, he wanted one, so he made it.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. And the product itself, the packaging is fantastic. Actually, when I walked by quickly before, I thought they were power bars to eat.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, you are calling them flavors.
You can lather up.
Yeah.
You know?
And then he talked about the no goat milk, and that's the difference. Didn't know there was goat milk in soap.
Why would there be goat milk in soap?
And
you know?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go home and start checking the
I'll
labels.
check the soap. Yeah.
And have to see if there's goat milk in my soap.
Yeah, and they got
Crazy.
other things other than soap here. I mean, they got deodorant bars, they got lotions. They have some good-looking package deals, some sales going on.
Yeah, and once again, all natural. You can order it right from the comfort of your home. No need to go out to the store. You can just take care of business right online, which, let's be honest, folks have certainly gotten used to doing business online the last 3 to 4 years.
Yeah, definitely easier.
Yeah, and Amazon will attest to that. But it's always nice to be able to keep things local as far as a local business goes. And
yeah, and this looks like it's being run right out of their house, which.
Yeah, and it's out of Ocean. It's an Ocean County business, so why not keep some of those funds right here in Ocean County, for sure.
Yeah.
This would be a good time for us to talk a little bit about some things going on at the high schools at this point. You've got 2 shows coming up here in the fall show put on by both drama departments. You've got Jackson Memorial is doing Clue, and Jackson Liberty is doing a holiday theme one called Elf. If you like the movie Elf, then you probably know what this one's about.
Yeah. Who doesn't? Come on.
And then once the winter shows are over, they'll begin work, both of them, on their big musicals for the spring and the end of the winter. Memorial's doing Mary Poppins, and Liberty's doing Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, and you know, we've been a part of these shows, we film these shows, we do it all the time. A lot of work gets put into it, and it takes all this time. I mean, they've already been working on it since school started a month ago, so.
They absolutely have. I'll tell you what's cool about being involved in productions at the scale that both high schools kind of put into their shows is that there are so many different kids that are able to get involved. It's actors, it's singers, it's musicians,
right. And then
set builders.
And then we just show up and get to film it all and get to send it out to more people.
Yeah. All right, I hear we're ready for our next interview. So let's turn it out to, see what I did there? We're gonna toss over to Barry with Turn It Out Dance. Hey, Barry.
It's rather chilly out here today, so you know what? I really need to get my body moving. What better way to get my body moving than to go to Turn It Out Dance? Turn around, turn around. Look at this. Turn It Out Dance. That's where we are now. And this is the person who is you're the owner. You're the owner of Turn It Out Dance. Corinne Messina. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing chilled. I got to get warmed up. Can we move while we interview?
Absolutely, you got it.
Turn it out, dance. Turn it out, dance. And this is Corinne Messina, the owner. Corinne.
Yes.
You have lots of classes. So what age do you have classes for?
So we have classes for ages 3 through 18. We also offer adult fitness classes 2 times a week, which is super exciting with the fabulous Miss Mary Jo.
I love that. Even old folks like me.
Yes, sir.
All right. There's a place for me, Mom. Oh, no, that's the other place where we get a place for Mom. Well, anyway, but there's a place for me at Turn It Out Dance. And now, so we go from what age again?
We go from ages 3 through 18 for our recreational and our competition programs. And then we have our adult classes 2 times a week, Monday mornings and Wednesday afternoons.
I love that. I love that you really go from early to older. I mean, young and young to old. And tell me about what kinds of dance could I learn with your classes?
So we offer ballet, jazz, tap, hip hop, contemporary, lyrical. We also offer a boys only hip hop class, which is super, super cool. We have combo classes for the younger kids. That way they can try a couple of different dance styles before they get older to see what they like more. It's a lot of fun.
That hip hop for boys?
Yes.
That must be incredible because those guys have so much energy. They must be flipping and dancing and jumping and leaping.
Absolutely. They are probably one of my favorite classes to teach. They have no fear. They're always ready to learn, and they really keep my energy up too. They're amazing. They're amazing.
I can only imagine, because young persons with all that energy, and then you find the kind of activity where you can just funnel it into a dance style.
Exactly.
Hip hop.
Yes, hip hop is a lot of fun. Ooh, that sun just got real bright.
Yeah, and you know what? It went up about 5 degrees temperature, right?
Yes, it did.
As soon as the sun came out.
Yes, it did. It felt amazing.
It warmed up.
Yes.
But you could warm up too if you go to Turn It Out Dance. If you're from 3 years old to 18 with your regular classes.
Yes, sir.
And then we go to the
adult fitness classes that are on Monday mornings and Wednesday afternoons.
Yeah, I like that, the adult fitness class. I try to stay in shape if I can. Not so much, but I try. Anyway, now, and you're located where?
We are located at 100 West Veterans Highway, right across the street from Switlick.
Oh, yeah. Switlick School. You know Switlick School. All right, yes, right there.
Yes.
How wonderful. So, again, thank you for being with us today here at
much.
Jackson Day Turn It Out Dance.
Yes, sir.
And this is Corinne Messina. Give her a call. Give us a phone number for Turn It Out Dance.
Oh, my goodness. Well, the Turn It Out Dance phone number, I'm going to give you my 732-947-0952. And you could also email us at turnitoutdanceco@gmail.com.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of this year with all your students. Excellent. Turn It Out Dance.
Thanks, Barry. Thanks, Corinne. Turn It Out Dance. First of all, being the dance professional that I am, I do know that Turn It Out has to deal with ballet dancers. They need to turn their feet out.
Well, but they got everything.
They do.
This was the whole point of that.
I think Barry, you should take note there, because I know a lot of folks at home don't know this about Barry. Barry exercises. He starts every day off with a half hour of calisthenics, of stretching, and I think you should sign up for one of those adult classes, because I think the folks there would be surprised how fit you are, Barry.
Oh, yeah, and then, you know, the idea for the boys' hip-hop dance class when they're younger, it's a good idea. I mean, I was bouncing off the walls when I was a kid, looking for something to do.
And hip-hop is a fun type of dance activity. Definitely pull the boys in there, you know. We always find that dance studios really provide such an important, I consider it a service to a local community, because I think the arts are so important. And, as a dad that had a daughter in dance class forever, she got so much out of it, and it's nice to see Corinne and doing such a nice job there.
Yeah, and hey, you want to sign? You can sign up for one. Today's at Monday morning.
You have seen it. It's not pretty. I don't even think Corinne could help. Some of us are beyond help, Corinne. Speaking of beyond help, Mr. Noble told us that it's A-OK for us to toss it over to check out the petting zoo. So let's see what Barry's got going on over there by the petting zoo. He's right here. They live to eat.
It's noble. I mean, can we really keep them away?
What else we got here? We got those are more goats.
Oh, they're interested in the camera.
Wait a second. What was that? Is that a goat?
I think.
That might be a llama. I don't know. That's a donkey.
That is a donkey.
I got that. What do we got over here? Oh, my favorite guys. We have a couple of ducks that come to our house every summer. We name them Lois and Clark. They come and swim in our pool all summer long. They make a mess.
Of course, but you keep them around.
Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, you want to get over there and pet some cute animals. That petting zoo is there. Bring the kids over there. Who doesn't like to have some of that goat food chewed off your finger by those goats?
Yeah, and whatever you do, don't get food and then go, because they will eat it out of your hand.
Oh, they'll eat it right out of your hand. Don't go over there. Don't go over there with a hot dog or something. No, that's not gonna.
Or do. The animals will love it.
Yeah, the animals would love it.
The handlers might not be happy about it, but you know.
I mean, the pigs probably wouldn't like it much, but I think the rest of them probably would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's the sun finally.
It's kind of coming in and out. I'd say it warms up once the sun comes out. I end up taking my hood down once the sun comes out, but last weekend the weather was pretty awful.
The weekends have been awful. The weekdays
very nice.
They've been nice. And it's like, why?
And like even yesterday, the rain Friday night into Saturday morning was pretty thick. I am really surprised at how well this field kind of took all that water.
Yeah, it's not bad. I expected more mud.
I was expecting a lot of mud, but I really don't see any.
It's good, and even the football game, the Liberty football game, wasn't too bad, and it started raining during the show, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, and we're talking about Liberty a minute ago there. There is a couple other things we can talk about. JTV just got done. We had a live show about a week and a half ago called JTV's Halloween Spooktacular. It was Halloween-themed concert, I guess you would say, musical show. And it was a great show. Everybody had a really good time. If you didn't get a chance to get out there to see it, you can find it on JTV's YouTube channel.
Yeah, it was a great show. I mean, went there to help with the production side, but you just ended up standing around watching the show.
Yeah, a lot of talented kids, absolutely. All right, let's toss it out to our next thing. We've got
Pitties and Pals Rescue.
Pitties and Pals Rescues. Let's check in with Barry. Barry?
We love our pets. We love our Pitties and Pals Rescue. That business is represented here today at Jackson Day. And Jeff Schultz is with me from Pitties and Pals, and you're going to tell us about this nonprofit organization and what you do. I know I've had dogs, not cats, but dogs my entire life. And I just love, love, love them. And you deal with different animals, so tell us all about Pitties and Pals Rescue.
Sure. So we are a nonprofit organization based out of Jackson, New Jersey. We rescue mainly pit bulls from shelters. We bring them in, and we do have some other dogs, but it's mainly pit bulls. And we place them with fosters, or we have them in a kennel where we go and we walk them there until we can place them in a foster home. And then ultimately the goal is to get them adopted into families.
Wow, what a beautiful, beautiful thing to do. I know that, and I'm going to ask you this question, which you've probably been asked before. Pit bulls do have sometimes a very bad rep for being rough, or people can be frightened of pit bulls. Tell us about pit bulls, and can you place them fairly easily in homes?
Oh, I mean, the pit bulls that we have pulled, a lot of them are very, very loving. They're great family pets, and it's mainly the way that people train them and treat them as opposed to the dog itself.
Okay, so they get a bad rep.
Yeah, they get a very bad rep. They're wonderful dogs. You know, we've worked with and dealt with them, and a lot of them are just wonderful.
And you're right here, based in Jackson.
Based in Jackson, yes.
Where are you located?
Well, we have a shelter. We have a boarding facility where we walk some of the dogs, but we don't have an actual, building. You know, we're made up of volunteers that, go walk the dogs, work these events, and it's just a collection of people, wonderful people that help us out.
How wonderful. That just the whole concept of your representing pit bulls and taking care of them, rescuing them, getting them homes, and of course, like you said, the ultimate goal is to get them to be, adopted by the family. How wonderful that is. And how would we get in touch with Pitties and Pals Rescue? What's the best way?
You can email us at pittiesandpals@yahoo.com. That's the best way to get us. Go on Instagram or Facebook. We're on there as well. And we have lots of events. Events like this. Next Saturday we have a fundraising event at the Headliner. So people can come on out to that and support the rescue that way.
Excellent. What a wonderful, wonderful job you do. And thank you to all of your volunteers. Pitties and Pals Rescue, they really are doing something that's heartwarming and heartfelt. I know that I've always had dogs in my whole life, and I wouldn't be without one. And yeah.
I have 3 right now.
Oh boy. We're down to 1, but we usually have 2, but we're down to 1 right now. But I hear what you're saying. I understand thoroughly. Jeff Schultz, Pitties and Pals Rescue, right here in Jackson.
Well, Barry, it sounds to me like you might be up for a second pet adoption here.
I mean, he hinted at it.
He did. I definitely picked up on that. So here's another organization that's a volunteer organization that is kind of helping fill this void, taking care of dogs that, that aren't being taken care of. And
yeah. And, Barry was right when he asked the question about the bad rap that pit bulls get. I mean, they do get them. I've met a couple of pit bulls, and usually they're fairly well trained. They like to lick, they like to get close, but usually, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, folks talk a lot about the reputation that pit bulls have, and it really comes down to how the dogs are raised and how they're treated by their owners. So that's Pitties and Pals Rescue. Really a nice organization of all volunteers. Again, all volunteers, which I think is pretty cool. And
and the idea of fostering dogs is cool. I mean, they don't really have a facility, but get them to a place that they will be cared for, and then you hope to adopt out from there.
Yeah. The the organization doesn't have a building, but what they do is they come out to a lot of these events like this one that they get a chance to talk to people and maybe even adopt some animals out.
Yeah, and it's great. I mean, I've been on the team. Me and my sister, I've been hounding my dad to get a dog for my entire life and her entire life. We've tried and tried. Don't think it's happening, but
I mean, here's a great ad. I love this. Pitties and Pals Halloween Party. This is a fundraiser they're having at the Headliner. It's October 28th from 2 to 6 p.m. That's right at the Headliner in Neptune. I've been there a few times.
Yeah, and
fun place.
And now, I don't know if it's a human costume contest or dog costume contest. Hopefully both, because that sounds like a fun time. I mean, who doesn't love a dog
costumes in the last 5 years have been taken to the next level.
Yeah,
for sure. But once again, it is a fundraising event. Tickets are $50 a person. You get a buffet. You get a drink, some costume contest. You name it. It's all good. So check that out. And time for us to move on to our next interview. And this is going to be with Bartley Healthcare, Nursing and Rehab. Now, these healthcare organizations are so important, and it's always great to see them come out to events like this because, you know, as folks get older, they're going to need more assistance, and knowing that there's a local organization that can meet the needs that you'll have down the road is important. You know, when you start dealing with parents that are ill or fall down and get hurt, or, you know, in my case, it seems like there's an injury every 6 months.
Yeah, you're good.
Fall out of the attic.
You look pretty good right now.
I know, it's funny. Brian off camera before said, hey, this might be the first time in 2 years I've seen you without a brace, boot, or some type of medical device attached to your body.
Yeah, it's been a while.
That's true. It's true. I've been very careful decorating this year, believe me. And, you know, let's toss it over to Barry. Barry!
Bartley Healthcare, right here in good old Jackson. Bartley Healthcare has been here quite a long time. It's a wonderful place for caring, taking care of people. They are terrific. And I've got one of their little cuddly teddy bears right here to represent their wonderful care for people. And with me, I have Tony Colon of Bartley Healthcare. Tony, welcome.
Thank you. My name's Tony. I'm a nurse by trade. I've been a nurse for 25 years. Bartley Healthcare has been here for 30 years in this area. We specialize in subacute rehab and long-term care. I'm their community outreach person, so I help the community navigate from the hospital to us if there's an accident, somebody's sick. And like I said, we specialize in rehab, so we try to get people home as fast as possible. And if they're not able to get back home, we help them with transition over to long-term care. We're a community resource. We're in Jackson. My name's Tony. My cell phone number is 732-358-9708. If you ever have any questions, you feel free to reach out to me. Again, that's Tony from Bartley Healthcare.
And give us your phone number one more time.
Sure, it's 732-358-9708. Again, I'm Tony, and I'm your person for Jackson, so reach out to me.
Yep, it's absolutely wonderful. And Bartley Healthcare. And when Tony just said they've been here 30 years, I know they have. I remember that, I mean, forever. Yeah. I've seen, you know, a Bartley Healthcare, and I remember only wonderful, good things about what you do to help people. And I think your point is very critical. When you do rehab with people, you try to get them as healthy and strong as they can be as quickly as possible, because there's no place like home, and that's where you want them to get back to.
Right. We want them to get back home. We want you to get back home. That's what we specialize in. Follow us on Facebook. We have our website also too, www.bartleyhealthcare.com. You guys ever have any questions, please reach out to me.
Absolutely. Tony, thank you so much.
Thank you for coming by.
A pleasure meeting you. Tony Colon, the outreach person from the healthcare, Bartley Healthcare Center. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, thanks, Tony. Thanks, Bear. Bartley Healthcare sounds like a place that you could go to for your needs right here locally in Jackson.
Yeah, that's
nursing and rehabilitation. So I think that's one of those components people don't realize. I mean, we went through this relatively recently with my mom, and that is that sometimes you need a visiting nurse to come out.
right. And a lot of times I get not wanting to leave your home and not wanting to move out of Jackson or wherever you live.
Absolutely. And, you know, I think when you have a local organization that's able to help families out, obviously people, you know, don't realize until it happens in their family when a family member gets injured or becomes sick that it really becomes a shared experience for loved ones in the family. To have somebody like Tony from Bartley Healthcare to help in this process of getting your family member well.
And again, just
important.
it being local right there, close.
Yeah, because obviously driving you know, if you have a family member that's in rehab and you've got to drive an hour to see them, it's not super convenient. And it's just great that there's a local healthcare facility that can handle this kind of thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, you can hear the band still playing now. Again, they're going to be here playing all day.
And the sun, my official meteorologist, the sun is out and the clouds are disappearing. It's looking better.
You're absolutely, you know what? 10 minutes ago, there was
no chance.
Cloud cover everywhere.
Right.
I guess
Now
it moved that way, huh?
Yeah.
And also, folks, there's all kinds of vendors here, too. We've got food trucks. Pretty much, if you have an interest in food, there is something for you to eat. We've already hit 2 places already. So if food is your thing, if you're a foodie, come on down.
I mean,
there's
who
some
isn't?
good ones.
Come on.
I know. I mean, I love food.
Me too.
I do. There's even a Mr. Softy here.
I mean,
Little
there's a
chilly out
Cinnabon.
today. The Cinnabon, yeah.
I mean, who's that going to stop?
There's also, if you look out around, there's an area to the left of where we are where kids can come out and there's some activities for them. I'm watching some kids right now. They are sliding down a slide on those carpets. I kind of want to do that later, you know.
Hey, and then you can go to Bartley Healthcare.
I'm pretty sure our guys have a camera over there. We could probably get a look over there at that area where kids can have some fun. There's a slide. There is a climbing wall.
Right, and then after you do that, I'll call Bartley Healthcare and get them to fix whatever you broke.
I might actually need that.
You would.
Once again, our team on the bus there, let's just pan that camera to the left over there and get a look at some of those things going on for kids over there. There we go. There's that. You don't think I'll make it out of that one, huh?
No.
All right. Look, I think I'd have a bigger problem with the climbing wall over there, but for sure.
But now we'll head it back over to Barry with Silven Woods.
All right, Barry.
55 plus. Well, that's me for sure. And I don't even remember when I was 55. That's how old I am. But there's a place for me. Silven Woods in Howell. A new 55
adult community. We're a luxury rental community currently being built for spring occupancy this year, 1 and 2 bedroom rental units located on Route 9 North in Howell, New Jersey.
Wonderful, right next door, right down the road.
Down the road a piece. We will welcome you into our community. We are pleased to have you. Here are some of our floor plans. We have 1 and 2 bedroom ranging from approximately 750 square feet as high up as 1,250 square feet. We have plenty of amenities, so no maintenance at our homes whatsoever. Brand new, come and see us. We have our trailer on site and we're looking for you to come and visit us.
Well, we have to do that. Silven Woods in Howell. And you know, the need for 55 plus communities has grown over the past, I'm going to say about 50 years. Because I remember when they started with the first one in Lakewood.
Yes.
And I remember that was back in the 60s or 70s perhaps that we had our first senior adult community.
Correct.
And it has grown.
It has grown
over those years.
Yes, and we are a luxury community, so it would be so exciting for you to come visit us, see what we have pre-construction. You can reserve your home now with us, and we will be ready for you in the spring. So just in case you are downsizing, we're the perfect complex for you, because you could secure your new rental with us and sell your home and be confident that you're going to come to our community and be just as comfortable as if you were in your own home.
Wow. Now, Diane Isabella is who I'm speaking with, representing Silven Woods in Howell. And Diane, do you want to give us a phone number that our viewers can call?
Yes, please, 551-999-2932.
would they ask for Diane or no?
Of course. I'll be there for you, and I look forward to meeting you.
Diane Isabella, Silven Woods, a luxury 55-plus rental community.
Yes.
Wow, 2-bedroom and 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom.
We have different styles and different sizes, ranging from $2,300 up to $3,650. We have plenty of amenities at no charge, and we're looking forward to making it your home.
And you can move in, sort of, as they say, on the ground floor, because you're just building.
Correct. And we have ground level units, so you can come right into our garage, walk right through into your ground level home, right out through your patio doors into your private little area. Or you can take one of ours that can go up in one of our balconies. We are an elevated building, and we'll have 4 different buildings on site. So we can kind of stagger when you come to us and move in, so we have a lot of flexibility.
You know, that's very interesting, because that's the first time that I've heard of that kind of flexibility within a 55-plus community. Very nice.
Yes.
Wow.
Silven Woods at Howell, we definitely represent making our homes very convenient to come to, and your transition from home ownership to a rental property will be smooth and efficient and happy.
And you can't get happier than Diane Isabella. There you go. Because her smile is infectious. In fact, you brought out the sun.
There we go, sunshine.
You smiled, and the good Lord said, let that sun come out.
There we go. And come out to us over at Silven Woods, Howell, located at 6461 Route 9 North in Howell, New Jersey.
You got it.
All right, that's Silven Woods. Now, let's be clear about something there, in case you missed it there. That is a rental facility for 55 plus. So once again, if you're coming out of home ownership, you know, you're not looking to buy another big space, and you're looking to maybe rent a smaller home, this might be the right fit for you.
Yeah, and something I'm not really sure that she mentioned is, I know my grandparents moved into one, and we went to visit them one time, and the whole group of friends that they had made all wanted to see me, you know, hearing stories, and it's like, oh, great, you know.
I think that's super cool. I think also, like, sometimes as we retire, we end up kind of being by ourselves. And the great thing about a place like Silven Woods is that you're not alone. You're going to meet new people, make some new friends.
Right.
You know, they talked a lot about some ground level apartments, which you don't think about it until you're in your 50s, but I'm telling you right now, going up and down stairs all day long, no fun. Those one-story homes are the way to go at that point. She also seems very nice and friendly. Howell's beautiful out there. It's such a nice part of the county. You should definitely go check it out. If you're in the market of getting into a 55-plus community, then give Silven Woods a call and go out and take a look. I always say you can learn a lot about a community by going out and seeing people just being themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, and, you know, there's fun times there. I mean, the one my grandparents stayed in, there was pool tables, there was ping pong tables in the open areas. It was fun.
Yeah, it's basically like being at a small resort.
Yeah.
For sure. And I think we can head back over. We didn't get to finish that tour of the kids' play area there. Let's take a look, give you a kind of a site survey here to see exactly what's going on over there.
I know they took them down earlier. I think they put them back up with those blow-up bouncy houses. I mean,
yeah,
as a kid,
it looks like it's been reinflated here as we get a good look over there at. You know, once again, we saw the slide a minute ago. And in addition to the slide, there's this rock climbing wall that I'd love to see. There's also a bounce house, and I'm not sure what they call that thing there when they tie you up with the rope and then you're bouncing around on a trampoline. You ever do that in the mall?
No, but I did do indoor skydiving. That was fun.
Oh,
it was kind of scary, but it was fun. I mean, once you jump in, it's really cool.
Yeah. I don't know
No, it was fun. Well, The only thing is you have to like keep your shoulders square, and if you don't, next thing you know, you're upside down and tumbling.
Oh, I definitely don't want any part of that.
Yeah, I didn't mess up, but I watched some other people that did, and that was, you know, an experience.
I hear you. All right, we're getting ready to move on to our next thing there. Again, the food trucks are kind of lining the outskirts of the open field here. So when you come in, you'll notice that the food trucks are all pretty much lined up on one side. They're on the side closest to the tennis courts. And again, all different types of food. Everything from empanadas to pierogies.
There's
to
Thai
seafood.
food.
There's even Thai over there, yeah.
If you want ice cream, it's there. I mean, the sun's coming out.
The sun
Perfect.
comes out.
Boom,
It's ice cream time.
Right.
And based on the sky, looks pretty good. Looks like there's a fair amount of blue sky that we're seeing right now. And
yeah, and I mean, there's even treats sprinkled in. I don't know if they want me saying this, but some of these booths do have candy. So if you have a kid,
there are
you could probably
2
get
or
some
3
candy.
places that have candy at least. And we're gonna toss it off to Barry. And let's see what Barry's got for us this time.
Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, these are the organizations that help our children, the girls and the boys, grow into wonderful men and women with values, and they know how to handle themselves. They have great self-esteem and self-confidence thanks to their work along with the adults like Liz Cellini in their organization. So I am proud to be with Liz Cellini of the Girl Scouts of
the Jersey Shore.
Of the Jersey Shore. There you go. Now that means you work with recruiting and the different Girl Scout groups in how many different towns?
Well, all of Monmouth and Ocean County, really. So, yeah.
It's a big job.
Yeah, I mean, but it's rewarding, and we love it, and yeah, we just have a lot going on all the time.
Wow. Now, I remember, and what I said in the beginning, I meant from the heart. I was a Cub Scout from the beginning of a Cub Scout. I forget what they call it, a Bobcat. I don't even forget already. All the way through till I graduated from the Cub Scouts, and then I went into the Boy Scouts. And I only stayed there a short time because we moved, and I never got back into it, but I loved my years as a scout. And I learned a lot about discipline and about feeling good about me. And it really, I know, transfers to the Girl Scouts. Tell me about your work and about what the Girl Scouts do.
Well, I must say, not only from my work here at the Girl Scouts, but I do have a daughter in Girl Scouts, and she was nonverbal when she started. And now she just finished her interview with a phenomenal Women Under 40, and she went for her Bronze Award. So, you know, I can see it personally and professionally what the changes that these girls go through. So, yeah, it's just been so wonderful to see what these girls, you know, what this organization does for these girls.
So, again, your groups are from Ocean and Monmouth, and of course we have our own groups right here in Jackson. So this is fabulous for the Girl Scouts of America. But you are, again, representing Ocean and Monmouth?
Yes, Ocean and Monmouth, Girl Scouts of the Jersey Shore, and all of our information can be found on gsfund.org.
Yeah. gsfund.org.
Yes. And we have 2 camps too that we run, and we have the deepest discounts right now going on. If they register right now, we have the deepest discounts going on, and that can be found at gsfund.org.
Thank you. Wow. We are with the Girl Scouts, and thank you so much, Ms. Cellini, and thank you for your help and your work that you do.
Thank you.
The Girl Scouts.
All right, thanks, Bear. Listen, time for us to move on here. I'm here with Joe Sorgani, and this is Dialed Action Sports. They're here to put on quite a show. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your organization here today?
Yeah,
What's
so my
going
name's
on?
Joe. I'm with Dialed Action Sports. I actually flew on a plane from Hawaii to be going up and down the East Coast, doing BMX freestyle shows, doing some FMX freestyle shows, freestyle motocross, and that is what we have going on for you guys today here at Jackson Day. And we couldn't be more excited to be here. We're based out of Clinton, New Jersey. You know, so it wasn't too bad, about an hour drive, and got set up this morning. A little breezy today, but no big deal. We're gonna get it together. We're gonna go out there and send it. That's what we do.
Hey, listen, we had a chance to see you guys warming up before, and you know, everybody that was here, they are all turning their heads watching what's going on. So I know it's going to be a great show. And how big of a problem could potentially the wind be?
Wind's not our friend. You know, we have two professional riders out here today, Jad Knox and Mike Angerman. I talked to him a little bit about the wind this morning and how it could play a factor, but you know what? It's Sunday fun day. It's a little breezy, but I think it's gonna die off as the day goes down, you know? So we're just gonna send it. You know, and if it plays a factor later in the day, becomes dangerous, obviously we'll have to take that into consideration. But the boys are geared up right now. Our first show is here, about to kick off, so we're excited to be here.
It is. It's going to be in just a couple of minutes, and we're going to be tossing it over, and we're going to catch some of that live action in just a couple of minutes. So I want to thank, I know you got to get going. I want to thank you for stopping by, and we really look forward to seeing a great show in just a few minutes.
Awesome. Thanks for having me on
Joe.
JTV.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you
got
guys.
it.
Thank you.
All right, so as you can see, preparations being made. Joe's got to go. There's a show to be done, and you got it. And we're, you know, Brian stepping out for a minute for that one. Now, we saw these guys warming up before.
Yeah.
Okay? And by the way, FMX freestyle motocross.
Right.
We were talking about what the F could be for. These guys are in from Hawaii, and they're going to be running down the East Coast here, performing and putting on these high-octane, crowd-pleasing shows. I mean, I've always been super impressed with the athleticism and the guts of these freestyle motocross
it's the guts
guys.
to do it. I mean, you could get me up there and you freeze.
Yeah.
I don't know how you actually go. I think I think too much to do it. You just gotta go and trust yourself. But
yeah, these are, you know, as Joe said, these guys, these are professional riders. They, you know, they're professionals. They are trained to do this, and entertaining us today. They're going to be doing it in just a couple of minutes. I mean, they're launching in 3 minutes. That's going to give us a chance. We got 3 minutes, so we're going to head on over to, I believe they said Keller Williams, right? Yep. So let's check in with Barry with Keller Williams. Barry?
Keller Williams Realty Group. Am I correct?
You are correct. Yes. Keller Williams Realty.
Realty, just Realty. Keller Williams Realty. And I've got Caitlin Sino and Anthony Rillo with me representing their organization. So, Keller Williams, talk to me. Who wants to start?
I'll start. We are on County Line Road in Jackson.
Yep.
Next to BBQ's. Come see us there. We can help with all of your home buying, selling needs.
Now, you didn't say in BBQ's, you just said next to.
Next to it.
Oh, well, I got worried there for a minute. I thought I had to go in and eat something before I could talk to you.
You could.
Okay. But you're right next to it, yeah.
We're next to it. We service Monmouth and Ocean County, but we anywhere in New Jersey, but we are Monmouth and Ocean. That's our area. And we help families, single, anybody who wants to buy, sell, rent, we're here for you.
So,
got you covered.
So if I'm a first home buyer, my wife and I are newly married, let's say, and we've never had a home before, could you help us, Anthony?
Yes, we can help with that.
And if I am a senior, which I am, and I need to look at some place where we want to get into that's 55 plus, Could I get help from Keller Williams?
Absolutely, and we actually have some beautiful 55-plus communities here in Jackson, New Jersey. It's Winding Ways and Westlake. There's a few here in town, so we absolutely can help. And surrounding areas, of course.
Now, Keller Williams, Anthony, come just a little closer in. Keller Williams, I know the name so well because I've heard it so much over the years. And have you been an organization for a long time, Anthony? You want to?
Keller Williams has been around for quite some time. All Keller Williams offices are independently owned and operated. So who we work for, we have, I think it's 11 offices at this point around New Jersey. So
wonderful.
Chances are when you see Keller Williams, it's probably our crew.
Well, no, that's why I say, because I've seen signs for Keller Williams on homes that are, being sold.
Yes.
And
very popular.
And it's right.
Yes.
Right. It's a very well-known name in the realty industry.
It is.
So
many homes that are listed and sold. I don't know the statistic exactly off the top of my head, but it's something around 25% are all Keller Williams in New Jersey.
Wow.
Of all the real estate brokerages.
So
something around that.
If I wanted to get a hold of you, that I wanted to come to your office, where would I call?
You would call our office phone number, which is 732-942-5280.
Okay, there you go. And you could speak to Caitlin Sino.
Yep, that's me.
Or Anthony Rillo.
Yes, you can.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Oh, our pleasure. Keller Williams, right here in Jackson. They have their own local office right here. Caitlin and Anthony, thank you from Keller Williams. Thank you.
All right, Keller Williams, for all your real estate needs, whether you're buying, renting, selling, they're the people to see right here in Jackson. They know this community really well. Speaking of community, what are we looking at seeing right now?
Well, I mean, we just had the interview with them.
We did?
They're getting ready to start the show. See the bikes going.
Well, let's head on over and let's take a look here.
And
you can see these guys are warming up right now. They got to warm those bikes up. Oh, wow, wait a second. From our vantage point, that jump did not look that far.
Yeah, it did not look that big. That's a big boy jumper.
That must be our angle. So this is what's interesting, too. We were watching this before. That's a blow-up ramp.
Yeah.
That is a blow-up ramp.
Look, man, I don't know how they do it, but they're here to do it. Came all the way from Hawaii to do it. Now, kind of what we talked about before with the travel and going somewhere more. They chose to come here from Hawaii.
From Hawaii.
Right. That's gotta, I don't know.
Yeah, they're going to be up and down the East Coast here.
Yeah.
It's nice that we're the starting point for that.
Yeah.
Once again, let's give a big round of applause.
And again, sun coming in and out.
It is, and I'm sure the ground's a little wet out there too. We did get a ton of rain the last couple of days, but this again is dialed action sports. And to you kids at home, these are professional freestyle motocross professionals. This is not the kind of thing you should be playing around with at home, okay? Just to be clear.
Not gonna end well.
A big round of applause.
Yeah, absolutely. I layered up a little more. I got my vintage Star Wars Rebel fleet jacket on.
Oh, that's the story behind it. Got it.
Not to mention my Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, you're really going all over the place there.
Good. I came prepared today. I always tell the kids to come ready for anything on a shoot. Today was no difference here.
Oh yeah, there's been plenty of cold shoots in these winter sports.
Sun came out again.
Well, and then we got the hockey shoot we do every year.
Yeah.
That one's fun.
Hockey's rough. It looks like they're ready over there. So let's see. This is their from Hawaii. Look at that. That's what he's saying. Let's see what they got. Here we go.
Check, 1, 2.
be doing 3 shows today, one at 2:30, one at 4:45, and then one at 6.
Yeah, and doing a little bit of explaining, teaching as to what is really going on. I mean, I don't think I've seen one of these shows in person. You know, you see some of them in montages.
I've seen it on TV, but I've never been, no, me neither. So I don't even want to look at the monitor here. I'm kind of looking in person here.
Yeah, it's a big jump and definitely generating a crowd, starting to get people coming over. I mean, talk about food in the show. There you go.
Food in the show.
Race Supercross, outdoor motocross. 39 years old, make some noise for my boy, Jad Knox. Jad Knox.
All right, Jad Knox.
Jad, how you doing today? Just getting things warmed up this morning. It's a beautiful day out. The sun's just
These important there, as Joe was telling us before, important for these bikes to get nice and warmed up before you take them through the pressures of live performance.
And as you can see, the crowd's starting to really gather up. Knows the show's coming. And again, they got 2 more shows, one at 4:45 and one at 6 o'clock. So they're here for the long haul. And hopefully the weather continues to hold out for them, as well as some of the other events that we got going. The petting zoo has been open all day. There's a car show going on. But looks like they're ready to go.
Please make some noise for my boy, Mike Angerman. Mike Angerman. Let's go clap it up for Mike. Again, warming up this morning, setting up the ramp.
And I'll tell you one thing, he's a natural showman out there.
Yeah, you can get pretty close, too. I mean, it's boxed off, but I don't know that you can go anywhere to see this up close.
Yeah,
you're, you know, if you're in a big stadium somewhere, you're sitting hundreds of yards away. You could be 15 yards from the bike and really see the action up close.
And especially considering the price tag to see this show. Yeah.
All right, apparently we're going to head over to Barry for another interview, and then we'll come back for Dialed Action Sports in just a minute. So, Bear?
If you want to go to church, we've got a beautiful church for you, the Jackson Baptist Church, right here in Jackson. And I've got with me, representing that beautiful church and that ministry, Kathy Masick. How are you, Kathy?
I'm great, thank you. Good to be here with everybody in the community.
It is quite beautiful. A little chilly, but very nice.
I get hot all the time, so I'm enjoying the cool.
Because I'm cold all the time. Yeah.
See, I'll get you warm.
That was wonderful. Ooh. She bringeth the warmth. And you know what? If you want to feel the warmth of friendship and being able to pray together and have a family feeling, the Baptist Church is the one. Where are you located?
We're at 360 Bennett's Mills Road here in Jackson. We have lots of programs for all ages, Bible studies, children's ministries, as well as Sunday mornings. We also have Wednesday night midweek services for children and youth, and a Bible study as well available. Upcoming on November 18th, we're going to have our fall outdoor shopping event. We encourage everybody to come out, shop for Christmas, visit some of our local vendors and all the wares that they have and their creativity. But we'll also have a classic car show on site, a food truck. I believe it's called Get Sauced, if I remember right. And we'll also have a live band on site. So there'll be lots to do that day. We'd love to meet more of the people that are here again, but we'd love to see you out visiting us on Sunday mornings. We love God, we love others, and we hope to raise up disciples.
How wonderful. And I know your dedication to the church and to the community is certainly just marvelous. And, you know, your activities bring in a lot of people, and I hope that people watching, you know, understand how wonderful it is to be a part of a church family. Thank you. Thank you for those words. I couldn't find them, and you got them. And being a member of the Jackson Baptist Church is a beautiful church family. Give us the date again of your wonderful get-together for buying.
November 18th, from 10 to 3.
So I was going to ask you the time. So November 18th from 10 to 3, right at the church?
Yes, at the church. And if you have a business that you promote for local vendors, we still have room.
And as far as your youth groups again, tell me about that.
Children's programs for children ages 3 through 5th grade, and for youth group ages 6th grade through 12th grade, all happening on Wednesday nights from 6:30 to 8.
How wonderful. Very comprehensive. Well, the Jackson Baptist Church, and we've been speaking with Kathy Messick, and we thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for stopping and seeing us.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Take care. Good luck.
You too. Have a great day.
All right, Barrett. Thanks, Barrett. We're going to head right over to Dialed Action Sports. They're just about to start their freestyle jump. This is going to be a good time here as we take a look.
And they talked a little bit about the wind not being their friend. Hoping it stays a little bit calm. They've done a couple of jumps getting warmed up so far.
They are pretty interesting too. Folks at home, I'm not sure if you could tell, but that ramp is actually a inflatable ramp.
Yeah, and I was kind of surprised when I saw that, but
I never would have guessed that you could do that.
It looks like a soft landing. I don't know. Looks pretty good. As we take a look at some of the jumps from before, and they get serious there, and this landing, I mean, it's smooth.
Oh, there he gets up there. I'll tell you what, like I said, this camera angle is the best one we have because you really can see the distance between the jump and the landing area, and it's a pretty big gap. Here's another one.
And I mean, they're up there.
Yeah, they are.
And that landing, it's smooth.
Yeah, it's just amazing how the blow-up ramp supports the bike enough with all the weight to land.
And there they go again.
Oh, pretty nice landing there. Here's another replay.
They
That's
get
a good
going.
Jump.
Yeah,
I don't know how you stay on the bike.
Well, and I mean, they don't. They let go, and I don't know.
Yeah, you also have to hold on for dear life. Yeah, you got me.
I mean, this is an art form at this point.
You know what? The wind just died down a little bit. Here's hoping we get to see a little something like this. Oh, look at it, legs
there
off.
He goes.
Freestyle, and he lands it. Makes it look easy.
Yeah, and these guys have made everything look
awesome. Me too. All right, Mike.
Now, here we go. And he's up.
Okay. His legs went up over the bars.
And he gets legs over the bar. They make it look so easy.
We call that trick freestyle FMX. We call it a...
Here's a replay of that trick.
Take a great job. High five. Clap it up for him. I got some sunglasses.
Yep, legs over the bars. You saw that right, Brian?
Yeah.
You can just feel the adrenaline in the area.
Hey, clap it up for her again once more.
And yet you look at their faces, and it's like, you know, they've done it 1,000 times because they have.
Sounds like we've got time for one more. Here's another angle from that. Pretty cool. You know, these guys have trained for this. They work hard to prepare and make sure that all the tricks they perform are as safe as they possibly could be.
Adrian, Jeff's gonna help us out right here. Name that trick, okay? Here we go.
And again, where can you see a show like this for this price tag of $0? I mean,
yeah, I mean, he's lining up. He's getting ready for another run here.
I appreciate you volunteering coming down here and helping us. All right,
I like the freestyle. It gives the bikers a chance to. Here we go. Oh, no hands. Look, Ma, no hands.
He's waving them in the air. What did he look like when he jumped the ramp right there through the air? What did he look like? A bird, that's right. That's what it's called. It's called a bird. Clap it up for Adrian. Good job. I got something for you.
And there's another run there.
Okay.
Pretty nice landing. Pretty deep on the landing area.
Jackson Township, clap it up for him again one more time. That was awesome. Great work right there. All right, I need another volunteer out here. I need an adult. I need an adult. Where's the adult at? Where's the cool parent at? I need a cool parent. All right, come on down, man. To the meeting. Come on out here. Come on over here.
Gotta be professional.
Name back here going down. Miss, what's your name? Sarah, make some noise for Sarah.
Alrighty then. Pretty exciting dialed action sports. We are going to peel ourselves away here for a minute, and we're going to talk to Councilman Steve Chisholm here, who's with the Rover Farms committee there. Hi, Steve. Welcome. Good to see you here. What can you tell? I know there's a lot of talk in town about what's going on with the old Rover Farms site, and I know there's been some activity in the last 6 months there. What can you tell us about what's going on? What are the big plans?
Okay, so we've had a committee that's kind of laid out a vision, and at this point we've gotten the building torn down, regraded. They've put in some grass just as a temporary setup. People have been using it all summer for fishing and hiking and that kind of thing, but it's the long-term vision for it to be a passive type park. It's not for sports. There will be fishing docks, piers, kayak launch. We're hoping to have a amphitheater where the high school students and others can do performances outdoors. We hope to have music in the park kind of things. There's a thought to have not just a pavilion for picnics and lunches and dinners and that kind of thing, but a small kind of historic museum to lay out what Jackson has been in the past, the history of Rover. There'll be some stuff about the restaurant, Bruce Springsteen's visit, you know, the Russian influence back in the day. So things are moving along. At this point, nothing has been set in stone, but we are hoping before the end of the year to get our phase 1 bid package out for bid, so that in the spring there'll be some activity that everybody will get to watch, and by next spring we hope to have some usable facilities.
Oh, that sounds exciting. I know that big history at Rover Farms here that goes back quite a few years.
About 100, yeah.
That's quite a few.
Yeah.
And I know the plans. I think what I like about the plan for the area is that this is a non-sports complex, which I think so many parks and venues like this have been converted into sports complexes. And this is going to have a different feel to it. It's more aimed at, like, your fishing is a great idea, docks there. Also, an outdoor amphitheater. I got to tell you, as a lover of the arts, I think that's a fantastic idea, especially in Jackson. So many talented kids and adults in town that would probably jump at an opportunity to perform at a cool outdoor venue. There aren't too many of them around, really.
It's true. We've been to a couple other spots in local towns that have an outdoor amphitheater of some sort, a clamshell, that kind of thing. And they're very popular, so we'd like to bring that here and just bring that vibe. Way back in the day, as a restaurant and a bar, they had live acts. Like I said, Springsteen's the biggest name, but they had local, you know, Ukrainian dancers and Russian influence and big band. So we'd like to have that opportunity to just kind of keep that historical reference in town.
That's cool. And, you know, we had a dance school here a few, 10 minutes ago talking, and that is such a big thing right now. Dance schools that are doing performances, and here's a venue. There are probably, in Jackson, there are probably 10 or 15 dance schools, I would have to guess. And to have an outdoor venue for them to take advantage of and entertain
family, friends,
residents, it would be a cool thing.
Yeah, I think it's going to be exciting. And like I said, there'll be nature trails. We're going to get the scouts involved, the Pathfinders group. From a historic perspective, we are looking at our historic commission. We're looking at the different schools to have an opportunity to, just have input. There's going to be a small playground for the young kids while, let's say, the older kids
You
are
gotta do that.
performing.
Yeah.
You gotta have someone to keep them busy. But,
you do.
Yeah.
You do. And hiking has really seen a resurgence in the last 4 years. I think hiking trails are a great idea, you know. So I'm excited to see what you guys do with it, and I think for folks in town, something really to look forward to.
I think so too. I appreciate it.
All right, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me
Keep up
on.
the good work. All right, have a great day.
Thank you.
You got it. All right, hey, listen, we're gonna pop back over for the end of the motorcycle jumping. Got a replay of this last jump here. Again, the temperatures here. If you're wondering why I'm dressed so warm, it's pretty chilly out here. Here's that last bike run. Oh! The backwards flip.
I think they've warmed up.
I would say, oh, there's the replay from the other side. And they've been consistently landing their runs right in the middle of the ramp, yeah.
I mean, I can't imagine how much they practice. But now we'll head back out to Barrie with adventure golf and entertainment.
I have a place for you. If you're between the ages of 4 all the way to 84, I've got the place for you. And Christine Smoker is gonna tell us about it. Christine, adventure golf and entertainment. Tell us about it. Where are you located?
I love you, Barrie. We are located on Monmouth Road, right next to Great Adventure in Jackson.
Oh!
Gigantic bubble that everybody sees on the road across from Wawa behind 7-Eleven.
Yes. I love it. I know where it is. Now you do too. Right here. Right near Great Adventure. Wow. And what do you have for us folks between 4 and the ages of 4 and 84?
Well, listen, I use that phrase often, but you can be younger than 4 and older than 84 because we have it all. In addition to a chef-inspired restaurant and bar, Barrie, we have a golf driving range that is the size of 2 football fields. So, and the best thing about it is that the weather is always perfect inside. We have 42 driving bays for golf range. So the technology is Topgolf technology. So you can use the computer technology to hit and drive the ball into the range. We have in our building Topgolf Swing Suites, which, tough to say, which is a sports simulator program where you and 8 friends, along with some spectators, can play hockey, you can play golf, you can play football, softball, dodgeball with zombies. And I'm telling you, from a very young age to a very old age, and every capacity of sports enthusiasts will enjoy their time there. You can order drinks and food to the bay and enjoy yourselves there along with your friends and family.
I love it. Keep
going. We also have, and I get so excited, we also have enhanced axe throwing. So it's a real axe in a bay with a wood plank that you're throwing the axe into. The difference between what we offer and many other axe throwing facilities, we project our targets so we can play a number of different games, bullseye, tic-tac-toe. You have to see it to really believe it, but you can change it up as you play.
That is fabulous. I had no idea.
If that wasn't enough, we have a full arcade with billiards, air hockey, play till you win crane machines. We have Halo and Jurassic Park, basketball, a whole host of different things in the arcade. And we have one of the renowned adventure coasters, which is a roller coaster simulator built by a Vietnam vet who was a helicopter engineer. This thing rotates 360 degrees in 2 directions at the same time, and we have about 15 different rides you can choose from depending how severe you want to get. And those people watching can see the expressions of the people inside on our monitors as they're projected on the wall behind. We do fundraising packages for local schools. We do project proms, project graduation, corporate outings. We sponsor Half the Play if you host a fundraiser with us, and much, much more. The potential for opportunities to host your event with us are endless, really.
That is phenomenal, Christine. That is phenomenal. It's amazing. And it's adventure, golf, and entertainment. Experience the adventure right there next to great adventure. You've got another adventure. This is phenomenal. That is wonderful.
Check us out at playinside.com.
Playinside.com.
Yes, that's it.
Okay, and you can get all the info by going to playinside.com. And I've got Christine Smoker here, and Christine has a sister. Now, Christine is Smoker. Her sister is Holker. She married a fellow by the name of Holker. Smoker Holker. Great stuff, believe it or not.
It's our claim to fame.
Christine's Believe It or Not. Right here. Experience the adventure with adventure golf and entertainment. Christine, thank you so much.
Hey, you know what? Six Flags not the only great adventure that you could have in Jackson.
Right, and we've seen over there for years they've been building stuff and wondered what's in that bubble. Well, now I got the answer.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And axe throwing.
Yeah, I mean,
I got to be honest with you. I went to one of those once, and it was kind of cool. But I thought to myself, let me put my own twist on one. I got to start up my own business.
Yeah.
So instead of axe throwing, I thought maybe I would open an axe catching kind of venue kind of thing.
All right. How did that work?
Well, the first couple of practice sessions we had, it didn't go too well for the.
Did the testers come back?
Not really.
No, didn't land.
No, didn't work.
Yeah.
But sometimes, good ideas, I don't know.
Yeah, and something she mentioned that is good to mention on a night like this, perfect weather. In a bubble? I mean.
Oh, let me tell you, when you play sports in a bubble, it could be the middle of winter when you're talking it's February and it's 5 degrees outside and you got nothing to do and you're bored out of your mind. Indoor sports facility is the way to go.
Yeah, and I mean, have you been to a Topgolf?
I haven't, no.
They're cool. I mean, a lot of people think about it's golf and it's just driving range. I don't know. You can have fun, especially if you kind of don't know what you're doing. You can have fun. And then, really, we've talked about this and we've hit home a lot about this. Food. They have a restaurant.
I did. I saw some pretty good videos of some pretty tasty-looking food.
Just saying.
Which brings us to our next thing. Speaking of tasty food, okay, we were checking out the food places before, and we had a chance early on today to talk to We BBQ for You.
Yeah,
okay, now what did he tell us about what he made for today?
Well, just looking. I mean, really, what more do I have to say other than the name? It's barbecue. And
yeah.
How can you go wrong with that? I know you look at Kansas City barbecue, Texas barbecue. There's good barbecue everywhere at this point. I mean, how is there not?
And this is a good one because here's the good news for you. And as soon as our shoot wraps up, I'm heading over there. He's got brisket that was smoking for 13 hours. Now I know what that's going to taste like.
Yeah.
So let's see what Barry's got over there with. Maybe we're not ready yet.
And they do. He also mentioned empanadas, and I thought about that. And interesting for barbecue empanadas, as of course we had.
Speaking of empanadas, there goes one. Oh, the double back-to-backer. Look at that.
Look at them go.
I'll bet you that's pretty nice.
Yeah, and this is.
Both of them stuck the landings there.
And again, they have 2 more shows today, one at 4:45 and one at 6 o'clock. So if you're not out here now, feel free to come out a little bit later
Yeah, speaking of shows here, JTV's got another show lined up here. It's become kind of holiday favorite there. JTV's Home for the Holidays. It's a night of entertainment in the Liberty Auditorium. That's going to be on November 30th, 6:30 p.m. If you want to come out and enjoy some music, some great entertainment for the holidays, we've got it for you there. JTV getting it done.
All right, and now back over to Barry with We BBQ for you.
All right. Hey, Bear.
You know, if I am thinking about being hungry, which I am right now, I would want either some brisket, delicious brisket, or pulled pork. I wonder where I could go for that. I don't know. Could you help me out?
Yes, sir. You can come down to We BBQ for you, and we have everything you're looking for. Smoked brisket, pulled pork, have both been smoked for 15 hours. All the sides are made from scratch mac and cheese, potato salad, coleslaw. Everything's made from scratch.
How terrific. Homemade. We're talking real homemade cooking.
We like to say from scratch because of health.
From scratch.
But yep, everything is made by myself, my wife, Michelle, and her aunt.
Hi, guys. They're back there. They're there.
Those are the bosses.
Okay, and this is Nicholas Lordy, and I know they're the bosses because I'm married also, so I know who the bosses are. Okay, yeah, very good. Nicholas, this sounds and smells wonderful.
Yes, it's delicious. We do a lot of backyard catering too, so if anybody's interested in having us out for a christening, birthday party, you can get us on Facebook or Instagram, also www.webbqforyou.com, and we pretty much have everything you need. Now, barbecue is our main staple, but we do everything. Italian, Spanish, but our big thing is barbecue. Like I said, everything is smoked for 15 hours with love. We like to call it Jersey-style barbecue because it's made with love and a little bit of attitude.
I love it. Would you like your brisket and your pulled pork with attitude? You got it. This is the place. We BBQ for you. And give us that website again.
www.webbqforyou.com, and you can check us out on Facebook and Instagram as well.
I think that's wonderful. And you bring the truck and you've got everything ready to go, and you do it at people's homes for different events?
Yes, sir. Now, we give the option of either bringing their truck or set up something like this, tables and tents where my wife and I will serve, or my wife and her aunt will serve everything, and we'll cook everything on the spot. We bring all our own equipment, tables, tent, chair, grills, coolers, and we cook. Once your customers, everybody's are happy, when we start packing up and we leave, and everything left over stays at your house.
You do it all.
Yes, sir.
How do you like that? You can get We BBQ for you with everything brought in, so you don't even have to have, well, yeah, you have to do one thing. One thing. You got to bring your appetite. Yep. And lots of people to eat this delicious, absolutely delicious food. I wish that we had what they did. There was a book years ago, science fiction, and in the book it had smell-o-vision, where you could smell when you were looking at the activity on the screen. I wish we had smell-o-vision for you. It's wonderful. The brisket, the barbecue, and tell me again about some of the sides that you make from scratch.
So the sides are potato salad, macaroni and cheese, coleslaw, rice and beans, baked beans. We have a plethora of sides. Everything's made from scratch.
How wonderful. And what you said about the ethnicity of the food, because rice and beans are Spanish.
Yes, sir.
And baked beans are basically American.
Yep. We try to do everything. Whatever's going to keep everybody happy and full.
No matter what your ethnicity is, All you have to have is a great appetite, and it will be satisfied 100% by all of the wonderful foods created by We BBQ for you. One more time, give me that website.
www.webbqforyou.com, and check us out on Facebook and Instagram.
How did I do, aunt and wife? I got a thumbs up. Thank you.
Thank you.
I got a thumbs up. Nicholas Lordy.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for sharing about We BBQ for you.
Thank you, sir.
Great, great.
I just wanted to say that we are born and raised in Jackson here, both my wife and myself, and we both graduated from Jackson Memorial.
Yes. Homespun food. Homespun, wonderful people in business.
Black and red for Jackson Memorial.
You're right. That's our colors, black and red. Thank you again, Nicholas.
Thank you, sir. You guys have a great day.
Okay, you too. Take care.
All right, thanks, Bear. Barbecue, I told you before now, 13-hour slow smoked brisket.
Yeah.
I'm hitting that on the way out.
I think I have to. And I
Without a
mean,
doubt.
from scratch, mac and cheese, potato salad, I mean.
Yeah, and
they
it's
got
all
everything.
it's all like homemade stuff too. So we're
And-
talking, I don't know about you, but homemade mac and cheese, like
And I mean,
homemade good.
Look,
Your
when-
dad makes really good macaroni and cheese. I've
does.
had it.
He does.
It's good.
And
little Martin Gano claimed the fame right there. Okay.
Oh, and he's saying he can make Italian and Spanish food.
And barbecue.
Right. I mean, if you can cook, you can cook a lot of times. But
that's my point. If you can cook, you can cook.
And I mean, he's proven it.
He is, absolutely.
And
he's proven it.
Imagine that showing up.
So
You get
what
invited
would you
to
like?
you get invited to a backyard birthday party. You're not expecting much. You show up and that's there.
And you could have just about anything.
Come on.
It's gonna be barbecue. I got some Italian, and then I got some Mex food too.
look,
That's awesome.
This took me by surprise. We went over there earlier to do some scouting, we'll call it. He
We'll call it
mentioned
scouting.
empanadas. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Check it out. Hey,
It's
listen, we
nice.
just got a note in here from the Air Force Junior ROTC, local from Jackson Memorial, Jackson Liberty. They're having a big first annual car show next Saturday, October 28th. Let's see, it's at Jackson Liberty High School. We've got a pretty big parking lot there. That's going to be from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you want to show your car off, it's pre-registration $15, or the day of registration, it's $20 cash only. They're looking for all years, makes, models are welcome. There's judging and awards at 3 p.m. It should be a fun event. I love car shows.
Yeah, they're cool. And
they are cool.
And I don't know if they're going to be there, but imagine you show up and there's barbecue.
And there's what?
Barbecue and a food
I'm
truck.
in.
I'm in.
Well, first of all, you can't have a car show without some food.
Right.
It's impossible.
It's impossible.
Cars, food.
Right.
They go hand in hand.
Exactly.
Just like pretty much anything.
And food, yeah.
And food. All you have to do is say, and food.
Right.
If you said, hey, listen, I'm going to go see a musical on Broadway, and what are you going to do before it? No, I'm going to have some food.
Right.
So Broadway and food.
Right.
Can't miss.
You're on a show, and right now we are getting a flyover from a helicopter.
Yeah, we are. He's buzzing right around the area here.
Yeah.
And the wind, luckily, has actually kind of died down a little bit.
It's turned into a nice day. Still
It
not
has.
what.
I may be able to delayer my hood in a minute.
Well,
as the winds have ceased to, be 40 miles an hour. And let's see what else we have on our list here of things that we may have missed, because we are winding down. We already checked that off. Oh, big shout out to Anthony, who runs the Jackson Recreation Department, who's in charge of setting up this whole day, along with the entire Jackson Day Committee and Samantha Novak. So shout out to you folks for putting this whole thing together today for the township of Jackson to come out and spend a day, share each other's company, eat some food, and have some fun.
Yeah, and they've been doing this for years. I used to come here when I was a kid. It's been here my whole life. It's gotten bigger. I mean, don't think there's ever been a bike show like that, but food trucks, walk around, get samples, talk to people, it's fun.
Yeah, there are health organizations here and folks selling arts and crafts, live music, a little bit of everything, really.
Yeah, and update on the food stuff. The Kona ice truck did show up. It was a little bit late, but there's a Kona ice truck.
I see him over there.
Which I haven't seen one of those in years.
I haven't seen one either. Oh, it's such a colorful truck, too.
Yeah. I mean, that penguin, it's good.
And it looks like that helicopter is... Looks like Mr. Noble had to bring the drone down there. And the helicopter is coming in for a landing. See it over here behind the motorcycle jump. And there's nothing cooler than a close landing. I wish my wife was here. She loves helicopters. And he's coming in for a landing there. On the ground. Pretty cool.
And it's so cool, especially if it's a calm, still day, which it's not. But on other years, there'll be no wind. The helicopter will fly over and everything will go flying.
Oh, yeah. And he was smart, too. He came around the back side, so he wasn't blowing tents over,
Then again, there will be a second helicopter landing at 4:30.
Yeah, and that first one there, I'm not sure what the markings on that first helicopter was. Maybe Mr. Noble knows, being the
aviator
flying
that he is.
aficionado that he is there. Actually, our director today, Dylan Garagio, whatever Dylan's last name is, Gagriola. I was kidding, I knew. He's also just working on getting his pilot's license. Maybe he was able to see what kind of helicopter that was coming in. Oh, Dylan just got back to us and said it was the kind of helicopter that flies. Thanks,
yes.
Dylan. Appreciate you clearing that up for us, buddy. Absolutely.
I actually had to.
Oh, wow. Hey, speaking of the devil.
I don't really have a
Noble.
fun helicopter fact, but I do have a fun. Had the drone getting a beautiful wide shot of the field, and then all of a sudden I heard this loud blade chopping through air sound, and figured it's best to land it. But I'm guessing drone versus helicopter. I think helicopter wins pretty much every time.
I think helicopter wins pretty much every time.
Yeah, for sure. But it's been fun today with the drone, though. Let me tell you, definitely fighting the winds. It's gusting to 25, 30 out here, but it's holding its own. I'm actually pretty impressed.
That's it. Well, that's high quality workmanship there.
Yeah, since I built it myself.
Did you?
Yeah, it's amazing.
I thought we just bought that out of the box from Phantom.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we did. Never mind.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
well, listen. That helicopter officially on the ground. Time for us to go to our next interview with the Jackson School District. That's a familiar one.
Yeah.
Let's check in with Barry Rosenswag.
I have the honor and the privilege to be with our wonderful Superintendent of Schools, Nicole Permilli. Ms. Permilli is our superintendent. How are you?
I'm great. It's a wonderful day. I'm happy to be here on Jackson Day.
Yes, it is wonderful. And the wind kicked up a little bit here.
It certainly did. That's okay. The sun is shining, and it's nice to see so many people out in the community, just seeing each other, visiting with each other, and having the opportunity to spend the day together.
It is wonderful. And I've been watching hundreds of people go by, and lots of people are eating food.
Yeah. It's a little tough being across from the food trucks. I'm smelling all this delicious food all day long.
I know. I know. I've gained 3 pounds just passing the trucks. I can imagine if I started eating.
Yes. But it's lovely. It's nice to be here. It's nice to be able to let the community know about the wonderful things that we do at the Jackson School District, and it's also nice to be able to educate them on this special question that's on the ballot for November 7th for the school district. We've had a tough time the last 6 years with our state aid being cut, $18 million. We lost 42% of our state aid, plus 215 positions. And so we're starting to feel that, and now's the time where we're going to the community and saying we need to preserve this wonderful school district. We're asking them to vote on the ballot for November 7th. It will bring in a $4 million revenue to the district each year, and provide many positions to lower class sizes. Our class sizes are really high right now. We also have had to cut into our extracurricular programs, our athletics, and we don't want to see those cuts go deeper. So we are asking the community to go ahead and educate themselves on this, and then take themselves to the vote and make their decision. But it will bring in $4 million, change the baseline $4 million year after year for us, so that we can preserve those teachers. It's about $96 a year increase on the average tax home. So it's not a huge ask. We wanted to be realistic. We know everybody is struggling with the inflation. And so that we hope that this is something that can help preserve our wonderful schools.
Wow, how beautifully said. And it's true. I know that we deal with this every single year about possibility of losing state funding. And I have been associated with the Jackson schools since 1968, the day that I got off of active duty with the United States Army. I became an employee, a teacher in the Jackson School District. And I've loved every moment of it all these years, even the fact that I have retired years and years ago. I never let go. I love being a part of it by doing JTV and other kinds of programs as a veteran. But I know that we have always had, every year we always wondered, would we lose money? Would we be able to maintain what we received from the state? And it was always a very big concern. And what our superintendent said, Superintendent Permilli said, is so important. It affects class sizes, and it makes things so much easier if we can get and maintain the money and make sure we get some more money in to get some of these programs and assure that they are running up and running for all of our wonderful children in the school district. So think about it as we get ready for November 7th and our voting day. You know you have to vote anyway. It's our right. It's a responsibility of all of us as citizens.
Thank you for that. We really appreciate it. If they need to learn any more information, they can go to our district website. Everything is listed there. Provides all of the detailed information about the positions that we're looking to put into the district from this funding. So thank you, and it's always great to see you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Good to see you too. And we've got we've got board members back there. Hi, guys. There they are. Please introduce them.
Sure. We have our board president, Mr. Palmieri. We have our board vice president, Ms. Cass. And we have board member, Ms. Gardella.
All right. Good to see everybody.
Thank you for your support.
Yes, thank you for being on the board and all that you do. It's so many hours, I can't even begin to tell our viewing audience how much work it is. But thank you for your service for all of us in the community and all of our children, and help them be the best they can be. Thank you so much. And again, Superintendent Permilli, thank you for being with us today. And I know I see her at so many of the different JTV shoots that we have, and we're going to be together again on November 13th with the Run for Vets at the McCullough Middle School. And don't forget, November 7th. Vote, vote, vote. It's important. We are Americans. We have that right and the responsibility to do so. And thank you for being with me today.
Thank you. My pleasure.
All right, thank you, Barry. Thank you, Mrs. Permilli, too, Jackson School District's superintendent. Look, you know, there are a lot of folks that are in education for a lot of different reasons. Jackson School District is very lucky to have Mrs. Permilli as our superintendent in it for the kids, for improving the educational experience of kids here. And she's been working so hard to try and restore some of this funding that over the last 5 years has really taken its toll here in Jackson. So, you know, folks like Barry said here, get out there and vote. You know, it's important. There are so many services that are important at school that we need to be funded, and you know, we're doing everything we can at the school district to fulfill all the needs of the many kids that come through our doors.
Yeah, and having spent time at both high schools, it's nice, and you guys make do with the money you get. And I mean, you guys have built all this over the past 20 years with the money you have. So
it's been a tough ride for everyone, but let's hope that things improve and we all do our small part. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm not blaming you for this, but I'm just saying you took off the hat and the hood because it got warm.
It got warm. I was like, listen, I'm going to remove the hat and the hood. And the second I did, the wind kicked up.
Yeah.
And my hair's a mess.
Right.
You gonna leave that one alone?
Yeah, I'm going to leave that one alone.
Okay, you're going to leave that one alone.
I mean, they can see it for themselves.
They can.
They
or
can.
not see it for themselves.
And I'm sure my hair has been blowing around.
We've been talking about the school district, Mrs. Portmilly talking about, so let's talk about some things that have been going on that kids are involved in here. First of all, the Liberty Marching Band, best overall band at this weekend's competition, okay? It's tournament season for all of the fall sports, so all these many different teams are going to be participating in the short conference and state tournaments. These are just a couple of things going on. Like we said earlier today, there are students in the drama and music departments that are preparing for fall and winter shows to showcase their talent and hard work. There's good things going on in the Jackson School District, and come out and see them.
Yeah, and once again, that's part of the reason why we're here, is to cover some of those events that go on and try to get out to as much of them as possible. But
really, at JTV, we really do look at covering as much as we possibly can in the school district to showcase other programs.
Yeah.
That's the key. Yeah. Always has been, always will be. So we get ready to move into our next segment.
We got Global Foodie.
Global Foodie. Are they ready?
Don't think so, but it's more food.
We did. We stopped there and talked to him earlier today, too.
Yeah.
And Global Foodie's truck is all about the chicken. Okay.
Yeah, but they did say they got mozzarella sticks and just chicken fingers as well, so I'm interested to see it.
But before we get to the Global Foodie, we are going to be looking at some
Uruguayan food.
I guess it'd be Uruguayan.
I would think Guayan food.
Yeah, all right, I'm going to go with Guayan. I don't know. We'll have to ask Google about that. But we had a couple of empanadas from this place.
Yeah.
Or at least I did.
They were good.
And they were good. So what's the name of this one? That's El
Guacho, I believe.
Yeah, that works for me. And if Barry's ready, we'll toss it out. And you can see in the distance. Oh, by the way, folks, don't panic, because a few minutes ago, you probably saw a lot of smoke.
Yeah.
And we were actually getting a little nervous here before we realized that they had a live fire exposition there, and it was pretty cool. Little demo.
But anyway, back out to Barry with El Guapo Uruguayan food.
Yeah. Hey, Bear.
I have to tell you, I am standing here with Daniel Suarez. Daniel Suarez of El Guacho. The cowboy.
The cowboy, that's right.
The cowboy, El Guacho. And this is a specialty truck. Their food is phenomenal. I'm smelling it, and I wish I could share the smell with you. In fact, Daniel Suarez said to me before we started, he said, can you get the smell on television so they can smell this fabulous food? And we just can't do it yet. I don't have that technology. Now, what cuisine is that?
It's from Uruguay. It's Uruguayan cuisine. We typically cook everything over real fire, specialty sausages that we get homemade. We're trying to introduce food that you would otherwise get up north, but not in Monmouth, Ocean County.
So your truck is your business home?
It's our part-time business right now. We do events over the weekends, and we do set up on Mondays and Fridays throughout Toms River.
How terrific! And if somebody wanted El Gacho to have Uruguayan food in their event at home, let's say they were going to have a very large family gathering of cousins or whatever, how would they get in touch with El Gacho?
Oh, they can go to our website, elgauchobbq.com. They can follow us on Facebook. Again, El Gaucho Barbecue Truck. Or you can always give us a call.
Excellent. And so they could go online and do that. And tell us again, what are some of the specialty foods? You've got the sausage and what else?
Well, in Uruguay, there's a national sandwich. It's called El Chivito. It's made up of beef, bacon, ham, cheese, lettuce, tomato, Spanish olives. And we put mayo on everything, so it's going to have mayo. And we serve that over fries. And that is the thing that when an Uruguayan comes off the streets, that's what they want to have because they miss it.
How wonderful. Wow. And the name again is of that sandwich?
El Chivito.
El
Chivito.
Chivito.
Yes.
El Chivito. I'm salivating. I'm actually salivating as I'm saying it. El Chivito. Uruguayan food. El Gacho. The cowboy. You know, I remember when I was in South America, and I mentioned it before we started, I was in Peru and Chile, and the foods were just wonderful. I know they're different than Uruguayan food.
Yeah, the different flavors that we're not used to getting down here in Central and South Jersey.
Yep, it is. I've never tried that down here. I've never had that opportunity, so I look forward to having some of your food. And I can't, but I tell you, you gotta come to Jackson Day. And if you didn't come this year, you gotta come next year. Because I hope that Daniel Suarez and El Gacho will be here.
We'll be back next year.
There he goes. He said it. He'll be back with El Gacho. One more time, give us how anybody can get in touch with you.
elgauchobbq.com. That's the best way.
One more time.
elgauchobbq.com.
That's it. elgauchobbq.com. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you, sir.
Pleasure meeting you. El Gacho.
All righty. We had a chance to eat over there, actually.
Yeah, and I'm just saying what he described, El Chivito, it's authentic food. From what I got, it's beef, bacon, ham, cheese, tomato, and they serve on a sandwich, and they serve it over fries.
That sounds really good.
I agree with Barry and the salivating while talking about it.
Well, we were talking about smell-o-vision here for TV.
Yeah, it's what we work on. And
smell-o-vision is quite a thing.
And
the fact that you can smell it through our computer screen is too luck for you, because they were the first ones cooking this morning, and it smells so good over there.
And just walking over there, and I mean, walking on our scouting, official business, by the way, very official.
Very official business.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, and you were right about how to pronounce
Uruguayan.
It was Uruguayan.
Yeah.
You were correct.
And
absolutely right.
I honestly can say, up to this point, I had no clue what Uruguayan food was.
I would have had no idea.
I mean.
But I could tell you this. I had some, and it was good.
Well, and that's the cool thing about food trucks at places like this is, why not? You just try it. You look at the menu, you look at what things are made out of.
To new stuff, right?
Right. And you just go, why not?
I might hit that. I might hit the Thai food place later too.
You have said that about a lot of places.
I know. I do. I think I've eaten at 3 different places so far today.
Yeah, there's.
Yeah.
There's
There's
a
a
lot
lot of good stuff. As Mr. Rosenswag swags his way over into the next position there. You know, again, just a quick recap here of some of the events that are going on later. 4:30, we've got a second helicopter landing, weather permitting, and things are looking pretty good. We've got a new band coming out. It looks like NGXB. And hot air balloon. I don't know about the hot air balloon, if that's going to happen.
I don't know.
It is supposed to calm down, so
Yeah.
maybe so.
Yeah, I've seen that other years though. You don't realize how big they are.
Oh,
until you're standing there, and it's huge. I mean,
It is. Speaking of huge, the tricks that they were throwing at the motorcycle stunt show, pretty cool.
And again, still 2 more shows, one at 4:45 and one at 6. And as I take a look over at it, that slide we were showing earlier, the line, that's a big line.
Well, who doesn't like to go down a slide like that?
Right. And I'll be honest, it's not just kids. There's a lot of people over there. And
They've got a pretty good line going there.
yeah, and there's rock climbing walls. They got everything here. I would assume there's plenty of people over by the bouncy castles.
Yeah. I don't see too many people on the rock wall right now, but the bouncy house, I'm sure, like always, is it's always a big hit.
Yeah, of course. And I mean, I'm not a big heights guy, but climbing up on the wall, I don't know. With the wind?
Hey, I would probably pass. There is a little cornhole tournament going on just to our right here in the beverage area. And then several veterans organizations here today. We're looking right now at the Jackson Veterans Commission, out there doing some good work, raising some funds for some worthy causes.
And I don't quite know, I don't know if we're gonna get the chance to interview them, but I've been looking at freeze-dried treats kind of right in front of us for a while.
Very colorful canopy, I might add.
Right, it's a good job of them getting us to look at it. Now, I don't know what...
I don't even know what a freeze-dried treat is.
I mean, I know what freeze-dried stuff is, but I don't know. I mean, could be M&Ms and stuff, I don't know. I might go do some field work next time we send it out to Barry, but...
Yeah. All right, let's see if Barry's moved into his next spot. Should be ready to go over there. And Barry's, looks like Barry's partaking in some treats over there.
Oh.
Looks like we're gonna have to give him a minute to finish up that lunch that he was just fed. And we have a car show later too, don't we? A car show from 1 to 4. You're gonna vote for your favorite car. And let's see the cars out in the area where we are. So I think the car show is probably on the other side. Looks like the band's getting ready to restart in just a few minutes as they're re-microphoning the new band over there.
And again, not everything we've said on this sheet. There's still more stuff that we couldn't cover, and there's plenty of booths that we haven't been able to interview, we're not going to get to today. And look, there's groups of people doing things that I have no idea what's going on, but you know, if you come to walk around, you can see plenty of things.
There's a couple of crafts organizations too, like some folks selling some homemade crafts and presents. They're making some things.
And like you said, the new band getting ready to set up. Or for setting, the music's been good today. Yeah, they've had some live stuff, some stuff they've been playing. You know. And I'm gonna risk saying it. The sun is back out.
I'm not taking my hat off this time.
Yeah, I did notice.
I am not putting the jinx on it, but it's out pretty strong. And it sounds like the guys over at over in the motorcycle sports area there. It looks like they're Getting busy over there. I can see the bikes kind of riding around.
Yeah, doing some ground tricks. Might be doing a little bit of just teaching about it.
Yeah, you're right. The sun looks like it's out to stay at this point.
And it's up. It's saying 57 degrees. Not bad.
57, you know, probably with the wind chill, it probably feels more a little closer to 50.
Yeah, I'm seeing 30-mile-an-hour gusts, so it's been windy at points. And something else I will say, there's been plenty of dogs here.
Yeah, I don't break the wool hat out until things have gotten pretty chilly upstairs.
And like I said, a lot of people coming out here bringing their dogs. I've had a few staring contests with them. They seem to be interested in looking at what we're doing. And we both noticed a dog carrying a dog chew toy. That was cute.
And speaking of dogs, there's also an organization here involved in helping folks adopt dogs. It's the auxiliary, I think we wrote this one down. It's called the Volunteer Auxiliary for Animal Shelters, Inc. Dawn Dorco, the VP, and 33 years in helping to shelter dogs. So if you're looking to adopt a dog, it's over there by the motorcycle racetrack. Go check it out.
All right, and now back out to Barry, where he's talking with Global Foodie.
How would you like to try chicken tikka? Sounds pretty good, right? Where would I go? Where would I go for chicken tikka? And to wash it down with a chai. Chai in Russian means tea, and chai tea is usually a spiced tea. Where would you get two fabulous combinations like this? Chicken tikka and chai. You gotta come to Global Food. Do you know where Global Food is?
Yes. So Global Foodie is, I have been catering friends and family for the last 20 plus years, and I love all types of cuisines. And as a matter of fact, I take pride in Indian cuisine, but you name it, I'm really good at making Italian, I'm really good at making Mexican, and that's why I thought, how about my food truck with the name of Global Foodie, because I can cater any nationality, any ethnicity. I love all type of food. That just, makes me high. I just love it.
This is the owner of Global Foodie, Gaurav Vaidya.
Thank you very much, sir.
Give me that first name again.
Gaurav.
Gaurav.
Yeah.
Gaurav Vaidya. And you heard, he is a man for all foods. You've heard of a man for all seasons. You've heard of men of the world. This is the man for all foods, the foodie man and the foodie truck. That's his. Chicken tikka and chai. And what other specialties do you have?
So I take pride in Indian cuisine. Like I said, I make really good kebabs. I'll make really good biryani. Biryani is rice, very aromatic with protein like chicken, fish, and it is very rich in spices. So it has about 20-25 plus spices. So if you really like aromatic food, you must try chicken tikka, chicken kebabs, chicken biryani, and I'm really good at it. I'm pretty sure that, you will love it.
It's wonderful. Just the names are absolutely fabulous. And they represent so many different nationalities. That's why Global Foodie is perfect. You are right when you said I can do so many different types of foods, from Italian to you name it, you do it. Yep. And oh, by the way, chicken tikka is from what basic nationality?
Chicken tikka is the specialty of India. I would say, India is known for its, wonders of the world, and when it comes to food, it is definitely known, definitely known by chicken tikka.
Chicken tikka.
Yeah.
Wow. I remember having Indian food for the first time, real Indian food, in the Netherlands.
Oh, wow.
And it was, the restaurant was a rice topple or something like that.
Nice.
And it was amazing.
Yeah. I mean, one other thing, you go in any parts of the world, right? You go to Japan, you go to Europe, you go to Africa, you will find Indian restaurants. And that's the beauty of it. And that could be another reason why it's a global, right? I mean, Indians have gone all parts of the world. And I think, I'm so happy that I'm here as part of today's Jackson Day event. It's a great event. And believe it or not, this is my second weekend on a food truck. So by profession, I'm an IT engineer. That's my Monday to Friday job. I mean, Monday to Friday, I'm pretty much working on computers and stuff. And Saturday and Sunday, it's my passion for food and, passion to cater to people. That's kind of keep me busy.
How wonderful. That is like living your dream.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Truly living the dream. There's so much learning. And when you see happy faces, I mean, you get all types of feedback, right? People like food. Some people, have different preferences. But, learning from people that what do they like, what do they don't like, right? How that adds so much learning. Every day, it's an opportunity for you to learn. And I just kind of, add that on my list of things to do, list of things to learn from that. This event is a great learning. I mean, I'll tell you, like, as I mentioned, this is my second weekend. My first weekend wasn't that great. I mean, in the sense, I could have done so many things differently, but this time I nailed 99.99%. And there's still room for improvement, so I'm just loving it.
I am so pleased and proud of you. And I know I don't know you, we just met, but I am so proud of you for taking those steps to do what you love to do. People think about it, but very few people really make the move to make it come to fruition. That's super.
I'll tell you, I mean, I was in the dilemma that I wanted to join culinary school when I was in 12th grade. And, it's my friends who, I would say that friends are so important when you're a teenager, right? So I joined with my friends. I did my master's in business administration, and I joined the IT company like any of my other friends. And then later on, I realized that, I'm just kind of piling up on back of my mind that, hey, why didn't I do this? Why didn't I join culinary school, right? So I started enjoying those moments by catering my friends and family. I mean, pretty much, ask my wife, I cook every day. You wake me in middle of the night at 3 a.m. and say, hey, you want to eat this? I'm ready. And in a midlife crisis, I'm like 41. I said, if I don't do this now, I'm never going to be able to do it. And I say, hey, this is the time. Let me go ahead and do these things. And I don't want to regret when I'm in my deathbed, in my graveyard. I don't want my demons to, haunt me and say, hey, hey, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. So, I mean, I want to enjoy the rest of the time in my life, whatever's left, and just do the best what I can. And in a couple years from now, I'm hoping, I'm definitely aspiring, and I'm going to work really hard to have my own restaurant here in the vicinity, and that's going to be either in the Monroe Township or Jackson Township. So if you see a new Indian restaurant, definitely, let's pray that that would be mine. That's the aim I'm working towards.
And you know what? You'll get it because you've got that drive and the passion to bring it to fruition. Now, tell our audience, how would I get in touch with the foodie truck?
Absolutely. So you can follow me on social media You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. My Facebook handle is Global Foodie. My Instagram handle is NJ Global Foodie. And you can get in touch with me on my website. The name of the website is www.njglobalfoodie.com. And my phone number is 646-334-8142.
Give me that number one more time.
Yep, it is 646-334-8142.
Super. Global Foodie. Come and dine. You won't be sorry. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And one more thing I would like to mention, that I also cater large parties, events, weddings. So if you have any need for catering, be it anything, I'm always there. Give me a call, message me on any of my social media handles, and I would love to come and meet your catering needs. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Bear. That's a nice story there. Nothing like a midlife crisis to inspire you.
Yeah.
Love it.
Don't know yet, but
good food over there. Yeah, you got a while to go yet.
Yeah.
So let's get caught up on a lot of folks out here that would rather be home. Not rather be home, but they would be home watching football today. So what kind of scores? You got an update for us?
One of them. So I'm going to say the one that surprises me the most is the Colts are beating the Browns 31-30 with 14 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Now, I've heard and I've seen the Browns defense has been the best defense in the league this whole year. And they're giving up 30 points.
31 points. Yeah, 30 points.
31 points to Gardner Minshew, backup quarterback. And Jonathan Taylor isn't having that great of a game running the ball. So curious to see how we got to this point.
You got to wonder if defense made some plays. What else you got?
Indy's got a lot of the turnovers. Now, for the Giants fans, they are up 14-7 with 9:30 left in the fourth. Just completed a long pass. It's going to have the ball at the 21-yard line. Look to put more points on the board.
The Giants are in the lead?
Yes.
Wow, those are words we haven't heard in a while.
Yeah, and this season has been odd for Giants fans. I mean, the expectations were kind of high coming off of last year.
Yeah, and it didn't
with what
start
happens
off well.
And the situation where with Saquon Barkley and Daniel Jones and having to pay them, and now Daniel Jones gets the neck injury, and those are the injuries you don't want to mess with.
One thing about football, your backups need to be good.
Right, and you never know what's going on. And the Lions, who are 5-1, kind of one of the surprises this year that we all thought they were going to be good, but they've proved to be one of the best teams in the NFC, are getting blown out 38-6 to the Ravens, who coming off of a game in London last week where they looked okay. Their offense couldn't get it done in the end zone, but were able to come out with a win. Now against Detroit, they're killing them, and that's surprising to me. And on top of that, this is a fun time for sports because we got playoff baseball, and I am a Yankees fan, but the Phillies, they're winning me over for this postseason. I mean, it's a fun story, especially after last year, and, a lot of us here in New York and this area, you don't like the Astros. Nobody likes the Astros.
Nobody does.
So, kind of rooting for the Rangers, but the Phillies, I mean, the way they're playing, it's hard to beat them.
Tough to beat. Yeah.
Quality pitching, hitting defense, they got everything. It was a bunch of college games last night and all yesterday, and that's, this interesting point of year where you get all the sports coming together at once. Basketball starts next week. Even your local ones, high school, all that stuff's going. So
a lot of big games happening this weekend coming up as they all wrap up their regular season schedules. But what's the game to watch tonight?
Well, tonight is the Dolphins and Eagles, which
I think that's the game. I think that's the game to watch tonight.
Yeah, and that one being on Sunday Night Football. Now, Dolphins are interesting to me because on one hand, it does feel like they might be an injury or two away from bad things happening. And we saw what happened with Tua last year in the past couple of years with concussions. And it's just unfortunate for them because that's not something you can control.
No.
And so those injuries like that. But they have a good roster overall. That defense is better. And Philly, through the first 6 weeks, they had, when they were 5-0, had some wins that everyone looked at and went, yeah, they won. but did they really look that dominant to be 5-0 and look to be on that straight path back to the Super Bowl? And then they go and play the Jets and a defense that played lights out, was able to get picks and weren't able to run the ball, so had to pass it, and Jalen Hurts was just off. And the Jets, who, of course, I'm a fan of.
Of course you are.
Of course. You know, it's a big win, and the Jets season, it's looking better. I mean, through the first 6 weeks, we played 5 top 10 defenses, and looking at it, we said going 3-3 with Aaron Rodgers would be good. We would say, okay, and you could live with that, and you have the rest of the season to deal with. Doing that with Zach Wilson, especially winning on that opening weekend, I mean, I could probably speak for a lot of Jet fans, went into a dark place for the first quarter of the Bills game.
Well, that was a big blow.
Yeah, and I mean, the world was watching, and I actually saw something interesting for broadcasting. The top 3 most viewed games of this season was Week 1, Jets versus Bills. Week 4, I believe it was, versus the Chiefs and the Jets. And then Eagles-Jets was the #1 most viewed game since the Super Bowl.
Huh.
So, it says something about Jet fans. And as a team that hasn't gone to the playoffs in, I think it's 11 years. It could be longer. I try not to remember it. You know, once this team gets good and there's something to be excited about, the excitement's there. And it's the same with the Giants. It's the same with every major team and these major markets is when you're good, the support's there and the fans are there.
Sure. All right, we'll see if Barry's ready. He should be heading over to Boiling Point. Actually, he's kind of heading over to the animal shelter instead, which is, we actually started talking about this before. It's got kind of a long name to it, so I'm going to look it up again. It's the Volunteer Auxiliary for Animal Shelters, Inc. And it is most likely going to be Dawn Dorco that we're talking to. She's the vice president of that organization and has been with them for 33 years. That's a long time. Hey, Barry, what do you have for us?
If you love animals, if you love caring for animals, if you love the satisfaction of rescuing animals and giving them a warm, loving home and family, you need to listen about the auxiliary volunteer shelters for animals right here. And I am very excited. I'm speaking with Dawn Dorco of, and I'm going to get the name wrong, so I'm going to have Dawn Dorco tell us about the exact name of the organization. I feel so heartfelt towards this because of my love for animals my whole life.
Yeah, we do also. We do also. We are the Volunteer Auxiliary for Animal Shelters Incorporated. We've been a rescue for about 33 years, serving mostly Monmouth, Ocean County area, but we do go out of our area. We started in the Jackson shelter 33 years ago, and we continue our mission with them, with assisting with any outside medical that the shelter may need, any dogs that are in need of special care, whatever they ask us to do, we hopefully can do for them. And we do that by doing these outside events and raising money and having fundraisers and having outside supporters. We really need the outside support right now, especially for our dogs. Our cat adoptions are doing really well. We have our cat adoption center at the Toms River PetSmart. But dogs are a little harder because in order for us to pull a dog from the shelter, we need fosters. Yes, some of our dogs we have in boarding, which we have to fund. But we would love for more people to step up and be fosters for dogs. We supply everything. Food, any medical that dog may need. We just ask that fosters give them a roof over their head and love and care for them while they have them waiting for their forever homes. We do have two beautiful dogs here that are waiting. Elvis is 2. He is very people and child friendly. Doesn't like other dogs and cats, so he would have to be the only king in the house. Get it? Prince, we've had for a while. We thought we had a forever home for him, but it didn't work out. Prince is deaf, so he will need an owner that understands that they will need to work with him with hand signals, which we did take him to school, so he does understand hand signals. He is good with other dogs. He just doesn't like cats. He's good with kids and people. But we have other dogs also in our rescue. We have Betty, she's a little Jack Russell. We just only were able to bring the 2 dogs with us today. So we have more dogs, and we have lots of cats and kittens waiting at PetSmart to be adopted.
Wow. The work that they do is just, it's just heartwarming, because, you know, the song, "Bless the beasts and the children. They have no voice of their own." And Dawn Dorco,
Yes.
and the organization and the other volunteers really give those animals a chance for a loving, caring home. So you heard what Dawn said. We've got 2 beautiful dogs right here, and Elvis and Prince.
We love volunteers, so you can go on to our website, bullocksrescuenj.org. You could fill out a volunteer application, a foster application to foster a dog, cat. We welcome everyone. Welcome everyone.
Thank you for all that you do, and it's just makes me very emotional, because they truly don't have a voice of their own.
No, and that's the hard part, so we advocate for them, for sure, for sure.
Well, thank you so much, Dawn. And you can give us your website one more time.
It's volauxrescuenj.org. volauxrescuenj.org.
Wonderful. Thank you again.
You're welcome.
Thank you, folks.
Okay, it was nice meeting you. Thank you so much.
All right. Hey, thanks, Bear. Such a good organization doing such good work. Listen, we're kind of running out of time, so we really wanted to talk about a few more of the organizations we're not going to be able to get to today, or businesses, before we end our day. We've got one more interview lined up with Boiling Point, but here's Notch and Mike's Sweet Life here. Now, this is a local business here, and they're Jackson residents that make freeze-dried candy. We were talking about that before.
We were.
They do have a cottage at the New Egypt Flea Market, but today is their first event, and they're super excited to be here. We've seen lots of people in and out of there all day.
Yeah, and that's curiosity factor, things that you haven't seen. Now, I know it's a little bit of a colder day. The sun's back out, but it's coming to nighttime. But Mr. Softy, still here. And really, I mean, how much is there to say about Mr. Softy? Everybody knows them. Everybody knows where they are. They got a couple of places. You hear them coming around. Still, I'm a little bit salty, live on a cul-de-sac, and they never come down. It's not fun, but, you know.
What do you got?
It's an ice cream truck with both chocolate and vanilla soft serve, shakes, floats, water, ice, and more. They have a variety of toppings and sprinkles to top, so.
Oh, okay. Can't go wrong with that one. We also didn't get a chance to speak with the Oliveri Funeral Home. Now look, these guys have been serving the county since 1987. In 2 locations, one in Manchester, one in Jackson. They are the only licensed life celebration home in Ocean County. They serve snacks, coffee, cappuccino and espresso during all the gatherings, and they're the only one in New Jersey with an on-site restaurant. Jackson alumni, Jerry's a Jackson alumni and Hall of Fame inductee, as well as the 2020 National Funeral Director of the Year. Congratulations on that.
And then we got the Jersey Eats food truck. Got chicken fingers from there before? it's chicken fingers. You can't go wrong, but you can go right. They were good. They have 2 restaurants, a fleet of food trucks, and a team of dedicated staff who are committed to providing the best guest experience possible. They can be, you either come to them or they come to you. They've been serving New Jersey since 2010 with, again, 2 brick and mortar locations, Zena's Bistro and Z Taco. Again, make sure to get in contact if you want catering. They have Italian-American classics to Mexican fusion favorites and anything else your taste buds can imagine. Celebrates life's moments with both big and small with Bistro Hospital's family.
Yum, yum. Here's one little change of gears here. You got Pays Financial Coaching. You know, you get coaching for everything else in life. Well, what about one of the most important things? How about financial coaching? And their goal is to spread the word on financial literacy, something that we could use a whole lot more of, helping people create budgets, pay off debt, and set themselves up for long-term financial successes. You know, this is a pretty hot topic at the high school level right now, trying to get kids to take classes on financial literacy, and it all starts at home with the parentals. So if you're looking for some great advice and some good tools to improve your financial skill set, check these guys out.
And next we got Lotus Pediatrics, and you know, every kid needs a doctor, but their goal is to help provide kids and want to be a part of a growing community to help take care of those near me. And you know, something everybody needs. Every kid needs a doctor, whether you want to go or not.
Yeah, you know, you really need to take kids to see pediatricians because they really specialize in adolescence, and you don't want to take them to a regular doctor.
You would know better than me, but
yeah,
I was a kid once. So were you?
Yeah, my son went to his pediatrician until they basically told him he couldn't come back anymore. They were like, Joey, I'm sorry, you're like 26. You really need to go to a regular doctor now. He just loved going to the place. We loved him there too.
I mean, did they give out free candy?
They did.
Of course. So.
All right. The final one for me, I've got Assisting Hands Home Care. This is an organization that offers award-winning home care services to help people stay safe and age in place at home. Also a VA-approved provider of benefits for veterans as well. You know, you don't have to necessarily hit the nursing home route if you want to stay home, and there are folks out there like this that can help you stay home and stay safe. Yeah, and I think we're gonna head over to Barry, who's got our last interview for today. Barry with Boiling Point. Barry?
You know, I am really hungry for seafood. I wonder where I could go. Oh, wait a minute. I found the perfect place. Wait a minute. The Boiling Point. That's it. It's a seafood place. And I'll tell you, the food you see is the food you want at the Boiling Point. It's Boiling Point. And I've got Mike Braun right here, owner Mike Braun. Hi, Mike.
Hi, Barry. How are you?
I am doing fine, and it's wonderful that you've come to Jackson Day.
Well, Jackson Day is important to us because all the owners of the Boiling Point are residents of Jackson. So our location is in Point Pleasant Beach, but we're Jackson people. So this is a day that we've always come to, and now to be able to be vendors here, it's fun.
Oh, that's wonderful. And tell us about the Boiling Point. What are some of your specialties?
Sure. Our main thing that we based our business off of is seafood pots to go. So some people call them clam bakes, seafood boils. We go with seafood boil usually. And it's a basis of corn, potatoes, onions, sausage, and shrimp. And then you could build on that. You could put crab legs, lobster tails, clams, mussels, scallops, any combination that you want. And then we have some of our own procured seasonings. And you mix that and you take it home and you cook it yourself. 15, 20 minutes, and you've got a seafood feast that you just can't beat. And our reviews have been great and people loved us, so we started adding to it. Like today we're doing crab cakes, crab cake sandwiches. We do it with a spicy tartar sauce. We do crab mac and cheese balls. We've got something we introduced today. We have a clam chowder. We're out of that already. We also have what we call Thanksgiving balls. So it's apple stuffing, cranberry, and turkey rolled into a ball. So, and people, they're loving it. The reception's been really good. And we also, Gina, our dessert maker, she is just phenomenal. So today we have crumb cakes in the shape of cupcakes and apple crumb cakes also. So we're doing all those today.
What a variety. The boiling point. I love it. And you know that seafood to go, the way you can create your own, you've got the basics in there with the corn and what else?
Potatoes, sausage, onion, and shrimp, and then you build on top of that with other seafoods if you like.
Is that not incredible? Absolutely wonderful. Wow.
And we cater, we can come out to your home too. We've done that. We do parties, we do backyard events. Sometimes we just go and cook for 4 people for dinner in their home too. So we're available.
You are really available in any form to do, from small to large.
Exactly. Our job is just to
Wow.
make people happy. That's it. That's all we want to do.
Well, just talking about the food has made me happy. I'm drooling, actually. It's absolutely wonderful. And this is Mike Braun, one of the owners of the Boiling Point, and they come to Jackson. They love to be a part of it. And the owners are living in Jackson. The owners.
Residents, all of us, yes. Yeah.
How wonderful. Well, we thank you for being with us on JTV today. And if it's not a weekend, they can go to the Boiling Point in Point Pleasant.
Yep, right now in the off season, we're open Friday through Sunday. You can place an online order, come pick it up. You know, do it in advance. We'll have it ready the moment you walk in the door.
The Boiling Point, seafood at its best.
Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Take care.
Hey, thanks, Barry. Our last interview of the day. We're going to wrap things up here. Brian, what do you think here? Fun day out here at Jackson Day, huh?
Yeah, it's been a fun day. Plenty of stuff to do. The night's not over for the people here just because we won't be here.
That is true.
It's, been a mix between, there's been some warm spots, but it's had some cold moments. Right now, we're in another cold moment.
And folks, if you're coming over this evening, dress warm. And just want to thank our crack crew today for putting together today's show. Our producer, Mr. Noble, directed by, there he goes, on the bus there. Fly that drone in there, buddy. On the bus there, our producer, that's our director, Dylan. Let's see, we got, that looks like Keith on the slow-mo. Hi there, Mr. Keith. And then I think that's Kyla.
Yep. And I mean, it's been a long day. I mean,
I think.
We got here at 10:30. It's been a long day.
There's Mr. Noble. Mr. Hollywood himself with the shades, yes.
I mean, is he really allowed to fly that in there?
Good job producing the show today, pal.
And
All right.
It's been a long day, but
it has.
Hey, that food we've been talking about?
Let's go get some,
We can go get some food.
Hey, listen, I'm Harry Ferrone.
I'm Brian Martingano.
And thanks for tuning in to the 2023 Jackson Day. See you later. Have a good one. Let's go get some food.
Yep.
Wow. I want to thank everybody for watching This is Jackson today. I'm your host, Barry Rosenzweig from the Jackson School District and Jackson Township. And I'm with Mike Braun from the Boiling Point. And we have had a great interview of his great food from that seafood place, his seafood place. And he's here today with his wonderful sampling of lots of his goodies. But today has been fabulous. It's been a little chilly, but the wind and the people and everybody here, they're having a great time. Mike said it when we were interviewing. He just wants to bring a smile to people's faces with good food, and it's the best. And thank you for bringing smiles when you come here to Jackson Day, our 179th birthday of Jackson Township. It was incorporated 179 years ago, 1844, and it's the 179th birthday. And Jackson is still going strong, and thank you all for being with us today. All our wonderful vendors, and the school district had a booth here, Jackson Memorial High School as well, Girl Scouts, you name it. We've been with them and visiting, and take care, everyone. We'll see you next time on Jackson. This is Jackson on JTV. Bye-bye.